Welcome to We're Still Cool, Right? The weekly podcast where the conversation flows smoother than top shelf whiskey. And cool, well, it never really left. Grab a drink and hang out with Erik, Mike, and Shaun while they dive into nostalgia and attempt to answer the age-old question. We're still cool, right?
Fucking Taylor Swift. Still mad about it. We would have been the most listened to podcast ever last week if it wasn't for her. Fucking new heights. Just fucked it up.
1.3 million listeners.
I know.
We almost had number one.
Well, we'll take number 2 for this week. It's fine. So, what's up, buddy? We're back for another one.
Yes, we are. Oh, it's a good one.
I know. I'm excited.
Oh, man.
It's not every day that we get to have a guest like we do today, everyone. So we have a really good buddy on, and I think a lot of you might know him too. So I'm just going to give you a little introduction. He is a fellow graduate of Regis High School, along with us.
Yeah, buddy.
Where he may have been suspended for 3 days. We'll get into that. He's the drummer for arguably the greatest band to ever come out of the Midwest. He is the co-host of the highly rated and second most listened podcast by us, The Confused Breakfast. But most important of all, he's a husband like us and a 40-something father who's just asking the age-old question, I'm still cool, right? And trust us, he definitely is. Everyone welcome Mr. Mike Schulte to the podcast.
Well, first of all, I did not graduate from Regis, although I would have given anything to have graduated.
Oh, that's
from
true.
Regis.
That's true. It would have been Xavier. Yeah.
2 years at Regis, 2 years at Xavier, and if you could compare those, the 2 years at Regis were just glorious.
Yep.
Everything you've ever thought high school could ever be just rolled up into 2 years of just awesomeness.
Yep.
And then the starting 2 years of Xavier were a nightmare. They were
that's something I've
nightmare.
never talked to someone about. It was brand new, so it was probably a shit show.
It was bad. It wasn't even completed. It started, I guess, 98. Fall of 98 was the first year.
So we were the last class in 98 that we graduated.
Yeah.
So
You graduated
99 would have been the first year. So yeah.
And
the
it
fall
wasn't
of
even
98,
finished yet. There was nothing. There was no culture yet. There was no color. There was new staff coming from all different schools, new kids.
No one knew where to go.
It was bad. But that was my rebellious, like that was me, hating on like authority. And dude, they put a new rule in that you had to be clean shaven.
Wait, what?
At Xavier.
Oh.
And look at my face. Like I've had facial hair my whole life.
Yeah.
And so 3 different times my senior year, I got called out of the hallway, sent to the principal's office, given a Bic razor, and said, shave
No
that.
way.
You're disrupting school.
There's no way.
That's like the nun stuff.
How did I never hear this?
And then the following year, they're like, that's a bad idea. Let's let them
You're
have
like,
it again.
you motherfucker.
So two
God.
things I got to say. That's horrible coming off because the year in the
Your
last year at
senior
Regis
year
was unbelievable.
No one
'Cause
cared about
half
anything.
the teachers were let go. They weren't coming back. So it was like, we got away with everything.
Everything.
Like there was, I mean, the things that we could do was unbelievable.
It was a combination of their awesome class, who I was very good friends with, combined with the fact that no one cared.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was the greatest year of my high school.
God, so you really got the
far.
best of the best and the worst of the worst.
did. I
and you
went
got it in the
from,
wrong order, too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd rather go the
totally
other way.
did.
Because what year did you graduate then?
I was 2000.
2000.
And you're 98.
98.
And I was in real close with that class because my first band I ever played in was graduates of 98.
Okay.
Diving for Ibis, baby.
Right.
I
Right,
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So
because my cousins were 2000, Sarah Michelle,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay, I was wondering if you're related to them. Yeah.
I was 01.
No, they were 99.
They're
sorry.
99.
Oh, they were.
Yeah,
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I thought there was a gap in there when we were talking about that, but
Yeah.
I remember when you came to school because I was hanging out with a bunch of buddies. Like Schulte's fucking awesome. I'm like, who the fuck is Schulte? Who the fuck
Everyone
is?
keeps
Who
talking
the fuck is this freshman? That's so fucking cool. And literally, I meet you one second. I'm like, God, fuck, he is cool. Like, he's a likable person, but I'm like, who the fuck? Like everyone talks about it, like he's this great. I'm like. He's a freshman. Like,
You're like,
what's
guys,
the big deal?
I'm pretty cool, too.
I'm like, dude, we're juniors. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
We're
like,
upperclassmen. But high school is weird to think back to because, like, I didn't think that I was a cool guy. I was just brought up well with good family and Irish instincts of just like talking to people. And I had 2 different instances that really like catapulted me. One was meeting Mike Loker, Matt McNulty, Dustin Rule, starting that band with upperclassmen. And then the winter of my freshman year, Adam Clark. Remember Adam Clark?
Yeah.
He was a senior when you were a junior.
Yeah.
He was the star soccer player. He found out that I was a goalkeeper. and I'm a freshman. And he came out, watched me play indoor, and he goes, "You're our starting goalkeeper this year."
Oh, Jesus.
And you're now going to come play indoor soccer with like the U19s at Sports Zone. And I was 14 years old.
Oh my God.
But like both of those instances like really made me what do you call it? Like intersaturated with the upperclassmen and stuff like that.
You were the one who was so quick, and we were like a smaller school where like it still mattered like to be cool. You know what I mean? Like there was some stuff there for, and I was like, the fuck is this guy? And but you're like the most likable person. Like in a second, you're like, oh,
you're too kind.
And it was and then you're playing the drums, which we didn't have that like in the student section.
Yeah.
And you always had it right by the door. Like, and it was just
remember
like,
that Regis Gym walk in and the drums are right there.
And you only had like, it was like the smallest set, so it fit in the corner, but like we had a whole drum set. It was like, so it was like the coolest fucking guy instantly. It was like, all right.
You just said it. Like I have a 3-year-old girl and a 1-year-old girl wondering why, number one, wondering why I waited so long. Number two, wondering why I did it in the first place. Cause now I'm going to be a 65-year-old guy at their college graduation. But I just hope my kids get the same ability to just go like, I never viewed classes. Like I never viewed social constructs. I was just like, I like being nice to people.
Yeah.
And I really hope my kids are like that. Cause I was in the marching band. That's not cool.
Yeah.
And then I was in the pep band and that's not that cool. And then I was starter in varsity soccer. And so like, I really hope they continue that. And I hope they don't get as jaded as fast as I did. Cause now I'm just old. Now he's like, you're so cool. I'm like, I'm really not. Cause I'm like, I was really angry at that one guy today at the stoplight. Because he waited 1 second to turn.
Yeah, so that's the kind of shit. I mean, we talk about. You've mentioned you listen, but it's just the small shit that gets to us.
Yep.
It's like, fuck, man. I said this before, but the thought of this podcast a couple years ago is when I saw a sticker on a minivan that said, "I used to be cool," and I was like, "Motherfucker, me too." And I just wanted to go up to the mom and be like, "High five, sister. I get it." You know,
it's really it's a brilliant. First of all, congrats on the success, and it's so great to have people not only have podcasts locally, but be good at it. And I listen.
Thanks.
But also it's a great idea because finding out that you're not cool happens real fast.
Yeah. And it hurts.
Because you just, you associate yourself with just being young and like just being
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you go, oh no, shit. I'm not like it happens that fast.
When do you think it hit you? Because I know when mine hit me, but
well, it's hit me
and
in
there's
many
levels.
different ways.
I think it hits me daily. Like
it does, but I'm saying like that.
I feel like the coolest 1 minute, and the next minute I'm like,
oh yeah,
who the fuck is this?
But I'm saying that shock, like punch in the face.
Yeah.
Like you.
Oh, the first one where you're like, I'm old. I'm just fucking old.
I can't think of a major one. Well, I'm going to bring up a question to you about a major one here later. But the other day, it's how little kids treat you.
Oh,
that's
they don't
when it
give a
changes.
fuck. Yeah.
This new little girl moved in our neighborhood, and I was like being funny, like I was 30 or something, and she was just giving me the like, who is this old man?
Mom,
I'm not old. How old are you?
Shit, I am old. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm really old.
Yeah. Well, your kids put you through it in stages. Like, I mean, I remember that you are the coolest person in the world to them, and then it like they hit like 6, 7, and they're kind of talking back, and you're like, what the hell is this?
Right.
And then you kind of find them again, and then they hit like the teenage years, and it's like you're gone. And you're
30.
never coming back. Exactly. It's a while.
Oh man, don't break my heart.
I know. It's rough.
You're just an ATM machine at that point. I mean, you really are. Like,
I already am.
Like
now they know that you're an ATM machine.
Yeah.
So.
But the cool thing is, I've thought about this. All the things you've done. When they grow up and like get to see all the shit you did.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean that's how I try to look at it. I haven't done that kind of stuff, but they've been around all the friends and know that we have a tight group. Yeah. And I'm like, I think one day they're going to be like, that's pretty damn cool.
Because initially, I don't think it's cool because they're used to it.
Yep. Oh, exactly.
Like my kids, my daughter Willa's been to like, she's been on the giant 7-foot tall stage inside the Alliant Energy Powerhouse while I played drums. And she's just like,
Dad, are you done?
Yeah. So I think at some point, maybe she'll look back on it and thinking it's cool. But like in the meantime, it's like everybody's dad plays drums, right?
I hate to break it to you, little one, they don't.
Well, and you tell me when to ask the question and when you want to get into it or if you want to talk about drinks. But I do have a are we still cool question.
Excited for
we're going to need it. But I just say, we got to jump into the drink, but we also do got to say
it's like we're podcasters.
I love it. I love it. But Yeah, this is the We're Still Cool, right podcast. So
Yeah.
This is like when Bert Kreischer was on our podcast.
Just roll with it.
When you have someone that just talks, like it just goes and
Just
you go, I don't
let
know.
it go.
Yeah.
Just fucking let it roll.
Yeah.
All right, but before we get too far, tell us about this drink
Okay,
you got
so
for us here.
this is called a pork twisky, and we've had a incredible relationship, the Pork Tornadoes, with Cedar Ridge.
Yep.
Cedar Ridge, in my opinion, I'm not paid to say this, is the greatest bourbon in the United States of America.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue. We got it all over in here.
Everything they make, the regular bourbon is unreal for cocktails. The specialties, we've had 2 different Pork Tornadoes hand selected barrels. We've had a confused breakfast barrel, but they really wanted this year for us to come up with like a signature cocktail.
Yeah.
That we could go to places like Omaha or Minneapolis and go, we're playing your bar. Here's this drink that you should sell. Because then they buy some Cedar Ridge.
Yeah.
So we went one day and like drank for about 8 hours at Cedar Ridge.
I volunteer
good
myself.
Lord.
You ever want to do it again? I volunteer myself to help out.
And it was like, I
I'll
think this
take
was the first one they came up with, but we kept going, I don't know. And then finally we went back to it. But
No, it was the 22nd one I liked. There's that one.
it was meant to be refreshing, really crushable, but also whiskey based.
It looks very summery.
Yeah,
you know?
have you tried it yet?
No.
No, what do we
We're
got
about
here?
to.
No, we're waiting.
So
Yeah.
2 ounces of Cedar Ridge bourbon. Then you got a half of lemonade and a half of Sprite.
Okay.
Splash of grenadine makes it pink. Lime garnish.
That's right.
On
Ladies
the
and
rocks.
gentlemen, he even brought garnish.
Yeah,
brought garnish,
You're gonna look
so-
like a cool dude with
We're
a
big
pink drink
garnish
in the
people.
glass.
I'm ready to try it.
Give it
Yeah,
a taste.
So thank you.
I'm also
Cheers,
not
brother.
a bartender, so I don't know how well I made it.
It might
It's
be a
good
little
when a
heavy.
real person makes it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, that's
no,
great.
that's really good.
It's a summer drink, 100%, but it also like is great inside at a bar. And
You don't think of whiskey a lot as a summer drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
as
like
a
not
mixer.
like that. Like or like that. This is delicious.
Well, that's why I love because I mean everyone knows I don't really drink a lot of liquor other than I drink whiskey. That's all. That's the only thing I drink. So if there's a craft cocktail with whiskey in it, I'm typically in.
It's
So,
good. Yeah, and Cedar Ridge works so great in it. And the fact that they kind of came up when Pork Tornadoes were coming up,
Yeah.
and we were sort of had this work together mentality. And
Yeah, you
we-
guys got together early.
We did. Back at the hub in Cedar Falls where we used to play, we realized we had a power. We started drinking Jameson and Guinness. We would each walk on stage with a couple shots of Jameson and a pitcher of Guinness, each of us.
Okay.
For the 3-hour show.
I'm okay with that.
And slowly but surely, the bar started running out of Jameson and Guinness. And we started to go, wait a
I
minute.
think we're on to something here.
And then we started realizing how bad Jameson really is.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah.
Did you know? Can I tell you a story about
Please,
Jameson?
please,
Do you
please
know
let
much
us.
about Jameson? It's the #1 spirit in the entire world. Like the #1 brand, most sold
Really?
bottles of any liquor in the entire world. It's Jameson.
Okay, and it's where it's Cork Count or it's,
From Ireland.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we went to Ireland, the homeland,
Yeah.
and we took the Jameson tour. And they, at some point in their process, they aged the whiskey in a sherry barrel.
Okay.
Sherry's like this dessert wine.
yeah, sherry
Yeah.
wine. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
that great.
yeah,
My
right.
wife wants to have some because she likes the show Frasier, and we've tried a few, and we're like, that's not good.
I don't think that's like cooking wine.
Yeah.
But here's what's wild: is as Jameson blew up, there was not enough sherry barrels in the world to keep up with how much Jameson they wanted to make.
What?
So they started a sherry company just to literally dump it out, so that they had the barrels that the sherry was made in to then put the Jameson in.
Oh my
It was
God.
more cost effective for them to dump out sherry that they made in order to not produce the amount of Jameson
That way
they're
they
going
didn't have to
produce.
because you can't remake the recipe. It's not going to taste the
No.
same.
Right.
So yeah, you can't.
That is how wild that,
Jesus.
that
That's pretty
liqueur is.
cool.
But
And it
anyway,
makes me really wish I liked sherry wine, so I could just get a bunch for free. Right? You know,
it makes me
You're
wish I
dumping
liked
out anyway.
Jameson too.
Let me throw my cup under here. You know what I mean? We'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to shoot a whiskey, I'll shoot a Jameson, but it's like I'm not going to sit there and sip on it.
I have too many.
and I want to sip on
I
it.
have bad
I
memories
have
of it.
it's always a funeral. You know what I mean? It's passed around.
always a
You're just
funeral.
always shooting
or a
it,
ski
like-
lift or
Yeah.
something.
There's a lot of Irish red beards on the podcast today. It's true.
My dad died. I think we went through like 18 bottles or something.
yeah.
Like that at a place like. For,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, so yeah, I don't.
But
that hasn't been on my
Yeah.
favorite for a while.
I do
That's
think
the-
that the older I get, American-made bourbons and ryes are the best whiskey in the entire
Sure.
world. I don't
Yeah.
care what you say about Irish whiskey. Like I think America's got it down.
Yeah.
And
Pork-
Cedar Ridge is right up there, baby.
fucking pork twisty. That's good as shit.
Yeah.
That's really
It's
good.
delicious.
I like
Yeah.
it. Dig it.
Make it at the pool.
Yeah,
I know you guys all have pools.
Well, I know, and
shit.
that's the thing.
Like,
It's
we
like
got pools.
we're a little late. Summer's almost over now. I'm like, the pool closes in a couple weeks. It
Next
sucks.
week's gonna be like 70. It's gonna be a fall.
I don't know, man. After the fucking heat wave we've had lately, this humidity.
A break. It'll come back.
For those listening, the fucking corn sweat, which is a real thing.
It is.
I had someone tell me the other day, like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Fucking Google it. It's real."
And if it's
I've
not,
done
it's
my
just
research.
hot.
Yeah. Our friends were just in Mexico, and they like looked at the humidity, and the guy working at the resort or whatever was like, "Are you guys doing okay with this weather?" And they're like, they looked up Cedar Rapids. They're like, it's worse where we live right now. Like, this is nothing.
They don't know what humidity. There's no Spanish word for humidity.
Or corn sweat. Yeah.
So this is how we know. This is why we question if we're cool or not. Like, we go from talking about fun, cool shit to talking
corn
about
sweat.
mortgages and weather.
Dang.
Kids drinking.
That's
Yeah,
almost
it's,
no-
Belt that
it's-
works
I-
really
yeah,
good.
That's the shit that puts me in check. Is
So what do you guys think about suspenders? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not bad once you try them.
Watching these New Balance right now. I got,
Yeah.
Start talking about like bifocals and stuff. They're like, man, they got these really good new glasses. There.
Yeah. Well, that's so that's the thing.
$3. $3.
Yeah,
You got $3.
can't beat
I bought
them.
3 bears.
Every store has them. We talked about like when it smacks you in the face, and like that's kind of it. Like it was my kids growing up for sure, but it was like 35. I don't know what it was, but it was just right around where like my son got to the age where he
Right.
started to talk back a lot. And then I woke up one day and I'm like, ow, like just shit started hurting, and I'm like, every day has been just that. Since and never do I wake up I'm like nothing hurts, I'm
Right.
spry, like I'm good, I'm like something aches, and I'm like, God damn it.
I have a theory. What if at a certain point of your life, when you get sick or like hungover or something, let's say you're at 100% at age 10 years old, and then let's say you get sick that winter. And you go down to like 70% because you feel like crap.
Yeah.
But then let's say when you think you feel better, you're actually at 99%. But you don't notice it
Just
because
chips it away.
and it
Chip it
just
away.
slowly your whole life, whatever you
when
think
do you
is
peak,
normal,
right? Like that's the question. Yeah,
like when
10
you're
years
6,
old.
10.
Yeah.
It probably is because your battery dies a little. It just doesn't hold
So
the charge
you
as
think
long. Like slowly,
you just
but
got
yeah.
over like a
Yeah.
bad flu, and you're like, I'm back to normal, but you're not. But
Yeah.
you think you are because your
You don't
body
feel like shit anymore.
because you don't feel like shit. Anymore.
Yeah.
And then eventually you're at like 3% going, I'm good.
I feel like we could use that on the conspiracy theory podcast.
Yeah.
That feels
Right?
like that would be.
I think that's just truth, man.
There's no tinfoil hat in that one.
yeah.
So I want to kind of get to the band just because I have been listening to you guys for a long time, and like Eric, you not ran the numbers, but you looked it up. Like your guys' Tennessee whiskey video has what? Like
Yeah. So I was gonna
it's
talk
crazy.
about. Like,
I knew it was high, but holy shit.
you guys have both Confused Breakfast and Pork Tornadoes. You've kind of struck some gold, and I'd love to like talk
More
about that a little
confused
bit,
breakfast, man. I fought my whole life when I took over the Pork Tornadoes Facebook page. It was at like 800 likes, and I was like, I'm gonna get to 1,000. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then it got, Pork Tornadoes have like 100,000 social media followers, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Then Confused Breakfast comes along, and we're like just under 1 million. And so like
Jesus.
this thing I fought my whole life for in Pork Tornadoes.
You're like, oh,
just
that's
went-
some old shit. Leave this
and I
alone.
feel bad because sometimes the band will be like, dude, I just saw we hit 40,000 followers. I was like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Like, amateur numbers.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, I'm over here begging for both those numbers. But
So the thing that I was looking at is like I remember seeing the In the Air Tonight video, and I fucking love that because it's Cedar Rapids. It
was awesome.
and it's a great song, and you guys do a good rendition. Love it, like fucking love that. But that's like almost 340,000 views.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah,
And then I
that's
looked
pretty
at
good,
Tennessee
right?
Right.
whiskey, and I'm like 8.8 million views.
That's
on YouTube.
fucking
Awesome.
bananas,
Insane.
dude.
so
There was,
unbelievable.
if you look back, the band, the Pork Tornadoes, formed in Cedar Falls, Iowa, 17 years ago. I joined the band like 14 years ago. But the band, there's moments in the career of that band. Like we were just a bar band for our friends. We were diving for Ibis, playing for our college friends.
Right.
And then certain things happen along the way where you just either get lucky, you strike some gold that makes you kind of affirmed that you're doing something right. And one of those, Tennessee Whiskey's weird because we went to the studio to record Pillow Talk by Zayn.
oh shit, yeah.
Which is an awesome
Good song,
cover. It's
yeah.
Cale Henderson's favorite cover
Oh,
we did.
yeah.
And we had time, like we like kind of nailed it. We're like, we got like a couple hours left. And
we're already paid for it. Let's do this. Yeah.
And Chris Stapleton had just released his version because it's not his song. It's it's like an old.
It's an old one.
Yeah. And he had just released it, and it was kind of popular. Mason's like, I think I think I know the chords, and like, what if we just like did it? So that was legitimately the first time we ever played it in the studio.
Oh my God.
And in fact, we play it wrong. We obviously made it sound like our own, but there's only 2 chords to that song, and Mason adds a 3rd chord, which makes guitar players super pissed off. If you read the YouTube comments.
Can I be honest? I like that even more, though.
Yes. But we fully well thought, like, okay, whatever, it'll be fun. And then we put it up. I made a video. We put it up on Facebook, and all of a sudden it just went like it got up to like 200,000 views in a week.
Which that alone, you're like, hell yeah, dude. Look at us.
Did you just refresh like every 5 minutes?
Of course,
Like,
there was 2 moments. It was Tennessee Whiskey, and then it was the In the Air Tonight with the drum line.
Yeah.
That thing got to 1 million views in like a day. But Tennessee Whiskey got taken off of Facebook. It had a copyright strike back in the day when they were having the little battles.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I was like, and Corey goes, put it on YouTube. And I'm like, YouTube sucks. Like, we don't even have any followers.
Well, and I thought they would copyright strike it too.
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, it's not going to happen. He goes, just put it up there. And so I put it up there, and then it just, boom, it just took off.
Awesome. It was so good.
It's the 4th highest viewed cover of Tennessee Whiskey on YouTube.
That's unbelievable.
Which is insane.
That's unbelievable.
You see it have these resurgences
It's
too.
the most covered song on YouTube. It has to be.
Probably, yeah.
It has to be.
But it I've seen these resurgences of it because like it was big a couple years ago, and then when he said the number today, I'm like, holy fuck!
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's
doubled
stagnated
from
a little bit just because YouTube kind of sucks lately. But it's one of those songs we've been trying to find that fire ever since of like, what is a song that appeals to everyone?
Yeah.
And there's not many of them because even like in the Air Tonight's close, but it's not. It's a little too old guy.
You probably got to go like Nookie from Limp Bizkit.
maybe. And we've been fighting that battle ever since of like, what is the next Tennessee?
You got to like
Whiskey?
wait for it though.
You
'cause
do.
That's
You
the
cannot.
thing.
You cannot
You
play
can't
a
rush
song
it.
that just came out yesterday.
I will say though, I do remember when Stapleton and Justin Timberlake
yeah.
when they did, and it was like
That was-
fucking awesome.
That was
like,
when our video had like just come out or something like
it was
that.
like
It was on like the
it was
CMAs.
fucking awesome. It
I
was the
still
first-
listen to it sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
first
so
time I
good.
ever heard of Chris Stapleton, and then obviously knew Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
It
the way
introduced
they
Chris
played it was
Stapleton to the
fucking-
pop audience.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then
And Mason's like Justin Timberlake kind of anyway with his voice. So we're like, this is going to be perfect.
it was a perfect for
Yeah.
you guys, perfect fit. But then to go across the board, you have Stapleton, which I don't even know how old he was, but he's definitely fucking Justin Timberlake's young. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So you're getting the cross board, like to find that.
Yeah.
Good luck finding another song like that.
We've been searching for it ever since. I don't know what it is. And also just the internet itself has changed so much. I've been running social medias for the band for 15 years, and like it used to be if you had something like that, it would go. And now it's like it's not gonna. It's things are just different. TikTok only cares about weird little moments in time.
It's weird,
and
dude. I know.
And so we're just focused on just playing the song. We've always had this mentality of we have to like the song we're playing, and then hopefully everybody else likes it.
Yeah.
You know, like because if you're watching a band on stage and they don't believe what they're doing, you're not gonna
Right.
believe it.
Yeah.
We've all
Yeah.
seen that
Yeah.
band
Yeah.
where they're days
Phoning
away
it
from
in.
breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Dude, I saw
yeah.
the Counting Crows once, and oh my god, it was so bad.
It was the most-
That was
Adam,
my least favorite concert I've
Oh my
ever
god,
seen.
he's terrible. Like I think the fans sang like a little bit wrong on a part, and he like stopped the show and was like,
He
"We do it the
changes.
way we want to do it." And I was like, "Whoa!"
He changes it every night. Imagine changing the most iconic melodies of all time and changing it
and then
every
getting
night.
mad
And then
when someone
getting
doesn't
mad.
know that you just did.
It was
that.
the worst concert I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad that I hear you say that because Ashley got it for me for my birthday. I was so excited to go. We go there and it was like, this is terrible.
Terrible.
Because I wanted to sing along, and he only played like 2 of his popular
And
ones.
it
Then
really
they didn't
sucks
wanna
because
play
his band is incredible.
Yeah.
And the song Counting Crow, like if you ask me I'm gonna stretch it. Top 25 albums of all time.
Yeah.
August and everything after is in there.
So
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
that was like I mean
It-
all
it's
whatever
still- it's
16
still good.
tracks were good or whatever it was. I remember Van Berkham and I would listen to it coming back from his
Van
cabin.
Berkham.
Yeah, fucking Neil and I on the way back. Like listen, it was unbelievable. Like
yeah,
just
Counting
like,
Blue Cars.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It's so
or
good.
sorry, yeah, Counting.
So when I was like, this is gonna be, I can't wait to see this. And it was like he rushed through everything. Like he was
just phoning it in.
I guess I don't know. You're the musician. What's it like getting on stage? Isn't it fucking awesome when you hear the feedback back, like coming back? I mean, like
you crave it. It's the only reason you do it.
It's like an addiction. It would have to be to me. Like, oh
yeah, we don't know, but we were talking about. We're like, we have to ask him like what that feels like. Just having like that many people. Screaming.
I was just talking to Washed Up Walk-Ons, another great Iowa podcast.
I saw that.
Football.
Yeah.
And they were asking like what it's like to walk out on stage, and I attested to probably walking out of Kinnick Stadium, like onto the field during Enter Sandman and Back in Black, and because it's like
they're amped up, like they're just
people are there
so
to
bad.
see you, and you know you're ready to deliver, and so you have this cockiness and like this like let's go, and it's insane. It's the reason that I have a question for you about if we're still cool, right?
Let's
hit us.
Are you ready for it?
Hit it.
Drop it down here.
So I recently had a moment in my life where I was considering maybe I should update my resume, right? So I'm a real estate agent.
Yeah, because you're out of shit to do, or what?
I know. I almost put on your intro like also realtor in all of his spare
career,
time.
And unfortunately, like when people ask me what I do, I'd rather talk about being a drummer or a podcaster. So I do not advertise myself very well. And whatever, that's a long story. Who cares? Let's pretend that I was thinking about getting a new job.
Yeah, sure.
And I talked to a gal, and she kind of does resumes and coaching. And she said, well, tell me about the things you do. I'm like, well, I'm a real estate agent. I was Realtor of the Year in 2015. I sold this many houses. I play in a band, and the band has 100,000 followers, and we made a lot of money and play a lot of shows. And I'm a podcaster, and we talk about movies. And she goes, all right. She goes, tell me about the band. Is that a cool thing? Like people want to see that? I go, yeah, people want to see that. They know the band name, and she goes, you sure about that? And I kind of stopped in my tracks, and I was like, what do you mean? She goes, well, listen, you're a cover band, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, there's like 200 cover bands in Lynn County, and we all know someone that plays guitar in a cover band, and maybe they're a little too old to be doing that, and maybe they just haven't given up their dream yet, and maybe they're just like, time to give it up, bro, kind of a thing. And it kind of hit me a little hard because
I'm mad right now.
I was going to say, I'm trying to hold it. I'm seething.
From my perspective, playing and diving for Ibis was like incredible. Like, oh, I'm in a rock band.
Yeah.
And then my college band, Brian Jones, we toured the country and like wrote albums. It was so cool.
Right.
And then I'm in the Pork Tornadoes and we're doing all this crazy shit. And I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, you guys are huge. It's not like,
But then I took a step back and I did view from a broader range, not the Pork Tornadoes, but people my age playing in cover bands.
Sure. Okay.
And I kind of went
from that perspective.
I kind of went,
okay, you
wait
just
a
saying
minute.
that kind of hurts. I see what you're saying.
It kind of went like, oh, like if my daughter tells someone that her dad's in a cover band, that person will automatically be like, ugh.
Because she brings home her boyfriend that she's serious about, and he's a cover band. You know, like, how are you gonna be like, oh?
And the guy goes, oh, is the band gonna make it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Yeah. Like,
So my question to you is like, is if you meet someone that plays in a cover band and that's like, come on down to Cocktails tonight, we're playing for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that's cool? Or at a certain point of life, are you like, hey man, that hobby, time to give it up?
So I think if I was in my like 20s, like let's say I was like 28 and I heard that about people our age in cover bands, I'd be like, ugh, that's okay. But now, fuck that. Because I know at 40 years old or whatever, older age, you're doing something you love constantly. People love to come see you. It's like, what is uncool about being in a band, no matter the age?
Right.
Like you talked about the feeling of going out there and getting that. I want that all day, every day. They at least get to do it. You know how many people want that and never ever get it?
See, I agree with that. So I would say, first of all, it's fucking cool. Because think about hobbies or whatever you want to do, right? So if you're called a cover band, like, generally you're gonna have another job you're doing and everything, and this is what you just like to do. It's your hobby. Okay, so you're instantly got the cool part of it. But you can be the biggest fucking douche in the world too. Like,
that's true.
They run really close together. You know what
They
I mean?
do. It's a thin fucking line.
Thin line.
There's such a power of having a microphone in your hand.
Yeah, they
You can be a
are right
douche.
there, or they are, the guy in the office where you're like, dude, you guys fucking suck. Like,
You guys aren't that
I
great.
wanted to come see you, and you're terrible.
I think there was like a South Park episode where he thought he was cool. And he was like, "Who wants to touch me?" I said, "Who wants to fucking touch me?" It's like that. You know what I mean?
Right. But I would say though, the hard part, like at certain times to see a band in a bar, right? Like sometimes I don't want to. It's just louder. You know
I get annoyed when I walk in a bar and I see a
like,
band. I'm like, oh,
I want to. Or if I'm not there to see them, I'm annoyed because
But so it's tough to do. So then when you're good and you get like kind of lazy, you're like, this is fucking awesome. Like actually, like.
Right.
We've been together all night. Why do we need to keep? Let's listen to what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's either like that or it is like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, turn it down. You know what I mean? Like
I went to once a year for March Madness. We usually go to some casino for like 4 straight days and just gamble like degenerates.
Yes.
Bunch of dudes from Regis and Xavier.
Yes.
And this last time, a band set up and started playing on Friday night, and I was like, oh, why? And they're up there like, they're like looking cool because of course I know when you're on stage, you're like, we're cool.
You're putting on the bravado, and
I sometimes I feel bad for my wife because like she'll go to like a function or something, and I'm gone because I'm gone on the weekends, and they'll be like, "Where's your husband?" "Oh, he's playing in his band," and I just know that in their brain, they're associating it with bro in cargo shorts and sandals playing My Own Worst Enemy by Lit.
His hair is long.
Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that outfit and playing that song. So
no, we believe if you're a young musician out there, no knees, no toes on stage. It does not matter the temperature.
Yeah.
I played 2 nights ago.
In suits.
2 nights ago in Sioux City. It was 105 degrees on blacktop, and I had jeans on and shoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that. I would die.
I think it's a smart call.
It is smart, but I would.
You take a look at one photo of a bunch of dudes with cargo shorts on stage. You have to look like if you walked off the stage, you're not matching with everyone else. You have to look that way.
That's a good point. Yeah, I never thought of it like that. That is funny. That's a question we had where it was like, are you more of a sandals? Because like we always do this like this or that. What are you into? Like we have to ask the age-old question of this podcast.
Just drop it right now.
Do you pee in the shower?
1,000,000%.
God damn it.
Fuck. I told you.
I'm such a unicorn.
In fact, there's 2 things I do 100% of the time. When I go to pee, I spit into the toilet before I pee.
I do that, yeah.
Oh.
100% of the time.
I do it at the end. It's the last thing I do.
I do it first.
I'm a first guy, and then the minute, like before the water's on, I'm peeing in the shower. And it is a non-negotiable.
That's such a hardcore way to do it. You're like, I'll show you who's the boss of this shower.
That's fucking awesome. And we have to add that spit in the urinal.
Why do we do that,
At the end. I don't know.
I've done it my whole life.
Like just I spit real quick. And I don't know.
I only do it when I'm drinking. I don't do it when I'm not.
I do it all the time. But I remember when I was young, I spit all the time. Like you're walking outside and you spit. I don't do that anymore. But the minute I don't, but I go to a urinal or go to the bathroom, I spit.
I remember. Oh fuck! I started spitting because I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? Just like. Like whenever
my 3-year-old started trying it.
I had a little gap between my teeth. I used to be able to.
What was that called? What was that called? Gleeking.
Well, gleeking is like a little bit out of the throat. But I used to be able to do it.
You little gleeker, you. Yeah. But so the other one was because Shaun asked this because he knows how I am. Sandals or tennis shoes.
So hold on, we got to set it up because it's not just like everyday use. But say you're. Like I mean, how committed are you to like
tennis shoes?
Because it's like. Well, I don't know. Go ahead and answer. Then maybe we can talk about it.
This is messed up because I'm wearing sandals right now, and it's the first time I've had sandals on in maybe 4 months.
Really?
And it's only because I got a little maybe like a little eczema going on right there, so I got a little stuff on there. And I didn't want to put the shoes on. I have worn sandals.
He's got good toes. It's all right.
I'd rather
Shaun's a foot man.
Settle down over there.
I would rather be.
But yeah.
I'd rather be barefoot than anything, and otherwise, then I'd rather just slip into some shoes and make them smelly and gross.
Like, I get it. Okay. See, I'm the weird one. What is wrong with me?
So like they're down at the lake. We're going to get on the boat, and his.
Are you talking about this last time?
Yeah. Like he has.
They were still slip-ons.
Well, no, they're dudes. Hey dudes is what he had.
Dudes.
Like that's as close as fucking sandals.
It's a sandal because you probably have the back bent over.
Yeah, I mean I do. I step into them.
So but it's like Crocs.
Yeah,
it's the same
and that's
thing.
I own a pair of Crocs. I've worn them once because I fucking hate them. But I can't wear flip-flops. Or I hate sandals.
Okay, here's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, it's funny because, like, Adam's the same way. He'll have fucking shoes and socks on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? We're getting on the boat. Like,
I'm also
like,
never barefoot,
doing?
though. Like, I mean, I sleep barefoot, but that's it. I always have socks on.
So this is where I think you realize you're getting old is when you finally find trends that you could never get on board with.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I've always been able to be like, skinny jeans, sure. I could wear skinny jeans if it makes me look cool. But, like, the minute that little kids started wearing gigantic sunglasses.
Oh, like the pit vipers and
The
shit
minute
like that.
they started wearing that, and the minute they started wearing socks with sandals and Crocs,
I've never
I went. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
why?
too old.
Yeah.
because you guys, and it's probably the same thing as like, dude, I wore Jinkos.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
had like
Oh, yeah.
chain
Yeah.
wallets,
Yep.
and like that was probably when my dad was like, "Yep, I made it. I'm too old.
I'm too old.
because I don't understand it."
We've lost him.
Well, because I remember like fucking like getting on people like, you fucking nerd with your sandals and your socks.
It's
Like,
terrible.
So I remember Cooper one day, I go, what are you doing? Like I would do it like, so you play a lot of sports. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you put those on like the rest of your feet, no big deal. And you go to, I go, dude, you can't do it. And my daughter comes up,
like,
who's
"I have
older,
to."
and she's like, Dad, that's
He
like
has
what's
to.
cool. And I'm like, the fuck it is.
And
you
I
know?
heard that like no-show
And then-
socks are not cool, and I was like, "Well, then I'm not.
That's
cool.
all I wear.
Then I'm not cool."
They
That's all
make
I
fun
wear.
of me. They
Yeah.
make fun of, because they're like, you and your no-show socks. I'm like, what the fuck?
Have
Like,
you
yeah.
seen? But see, that's how times change. When
Yeah.
I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, and the cool thing was back then to have like you put on one pair of long socks, you let it go all the way up, then you put on another pair.
Oh. What?
Then you scrunched that pair down, and then you scrunched the underneath pair down, so that you had a total scrunch layer that went almost all the way up.
Oh
your
my
shirt.
God, that sounds miserable.
It was, but it was so cool. And then it went to no shows, and now I'll never go back.
I'll never leave. Yeah, as I started wearing no shows, I think it was like senior year, and I've never went back.
No,
You
I'm
don't.
not gonna.
I don't need him to show.
So this story with the socks makes me think of my cousin Ben when he was playing basketball as a senior. His feet, he'd get blisters, whatever, 'cause playing.
Yeah.
So he'd have to wear multiple pairs of socks. Well, he decided he was going to line up all his Nike socks. So he had a high one.
Oh my
and he had
God.
like 5 of them down there, and that were like that, like one of the
Like
it was
on at the same time.
Yeah, like on, at the same time, and it was like one of those on like KCR, 9.2 or whatever it was, and they're like, maybe he's sponsored by Nike
They
or something
zoomed
with
in
all
on
his,
it.
Oh my
all
God.
his lines of socks, and I'm like,
Yes, I am.
dude, you just got like you're the fucking coolest guy. I know.
Shouted
Like,
you
I
out.
Shout out like on TV.
You are
like,
still cool.
And they're like, you're sponsored by Nike. I'm like, that's like
God.
coolest.
Meanwhile,
fucking
I'm
thing.
listening, going like, God, that makes my legs hot just thinking about it. Like, dude, I got hairy legs,
5
man.
5 pairs of socks.
Fuck.
And you play basketball for an hour or hour and a half.
Right.
Totally. Yeah.
Imagine trying
No
to
wonder
get
your
those
feet are
things
messed up.
off. Yeah, no shit. Fucking bunions and sweat. Jesus.
Hey, Eric, I think I need to not. I gotta piss. Does
Okay.
nobody else have to
Time
pee?
out.
Is it
Break.
just
No,
me?
God, you
No,
old
it's just
man.
time out.
Fuck you. You don't have to go. Oh, here we go.
I did
all right.
my vasectomy, and I just got my results today. 0 sperm.
Hey, we're on
Nice.
the, we're
We're
on the
doing pretty
snip
good.
count. Oh, you did it recently.
Did you have to go? Where'd you go to turn it in at?
I had to mail it. They
Mail? Wait,
don't
what?
do the Stifler like road trip places.
No,
anymore.
I
You
know
mail it
that,
in.
but no, like I had to, get it in a cup and get it home, get it there quick.
Yes, I took it to UPS.
So, how the hell did you keep
It's
it warm?
it's like a box that you open up. They go, "It's time to open your box. It's been 12 weeks. Hope you've done it enough times." And then you open it up and you just send it. You just send it off.
Really?
You just
So
take it to UPS.
That's
in
crazy.
in
Yeah, that's not how it
little
was for
white
me.
box.
I had to go to Wheeling Lab.
That's where I
went. So, and they're like, it needs to be. You need to like get it here within like 30 minutes or something like that. And they're like, keep it
Cool,
warm.
I'll be in the parking lot. Tell me to stay away from my car.
Literally, like, put it under your armpit or something like to keep it warm. Like I'm doing that. I pull up. It's fucking training day.
Of course
There
it is.
is 10
you're
hot
like-
college girls right behind learning how to check in with my nut cup. To
Oh, God.
literally, I'm like, and they're like trying to, I'm like,
So
can
there
I just fucking leave?
Hold on.
Can I just
No,
leave?
Shaun was like,
do it again.
Yeah.
It's
Shaun was
fine.
like, ladies, it's usually more, I promise. It's a rough day.
I do it
Yeah.
myself. It wasn't
Yeah.
say, like literally just, I'm like,
There was a
and was
solution
it-
you poured into it, so
and
that
was
like, kept it good, I
was
guess.
Were they all hot that graduated that year? Or
Yes.
like, I was like, every one of them. I'm like, are you fucking
It's
kidding me?
road
I'm
trip
like,
Stifler, dude.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you
Yeah,
got to
it
talk
was
dirty
honestly-
to me, baby.
oh.
Yeah. So that same thing when I went in my last colonoscopy, because yes, I get to do them yearly, and
Yeah, that's right.
It was fucking like a whole group of students. I was like, please put me out now, and they're like, we're getting to it. I'm like, now would be great. Like,
Now would
just
be
I
great.
don't
Just
want
get it over
to
with.
look. Don't
Just
look
get
me
me
in the
out, yeah.
eyes. I'm done. Like, yeah, open me up and get me out of here, doc. So
All right, so I do got to go back for
right.
for the pork tornadoes here for it. So, by the way, have you ever been called the pork tenderloins? Have you ever heard
A
that?
million times.
Yeah,
okay.
Pork
good.
tomatoes,
So-
pork tenderloins.
My wife was like, so they're like the best band ever. It's pork tenderloins, and she's talking to people at work, and she's like, my husband knows the drummer and everything else, and finally the guy looks at her and goes, do you mean the pork tornadoes? And she's like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He's like, yeah, I bet you're fucking friends with them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know the name.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm serious. Like, yeah. So
it's the worst name in the world. Say whatever you want.
but it's hilarious because it actually gets, when somebody says it, then it'll go around. And you start saying pork tenderloins. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever.
Because we've said the word pork tenderloins more than pork tornadoes in your entire life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've never heard. I know. I guarantee you guys have explained it, but where did that come from?
It's a terrible story, really. When the band formed, I was not in the band. They kept changing their name every show, which is a terrible business model.
Right.
Assuming that you would change the podcast name every show. You know, like not a good idea.
No.
And they finally realized that maybe that was a bad idea. And all the previous names have been terrible names, right? Like Swallowers of Planets and like Prophets of Doom and like just all these names.
I will
that are
say
terrible.
both of those sound more like band names than pork tornadoes.
Yes,
but anyways,
they do.
But yeah.
And so they said, whatever the next terrible name we stumble upon is going to be the name. And a tornado had actually hit a pig farm, like outside of Cedar Falls. And the wacky FM DJ was like, "It was a pork tornado."
Nice. Okay.
Oh my God.
And like he was trying to be funny, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Well, that's stupid." And so we're going to be that name. And it just full well. Never assuming that we would be here 17 years later.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, like never in a million years.
All right. So I
That
do
reminds me of Mouse Rat on the Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt's.
Yeah.
They changed the name every
It's the
single
same
time.
thing. Terrible business model.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta say, so you guys started your college band, right? So you're at the college bars, right? I'm assuming like is that
The Hub in Cedar
you and I,
Falls.
that was
Yep.
your spot, like you're jamming the whole deal. All right, because I mean, you're selling out theaters, and you know, like in Cedar Rapids, you do the Paramount Theater. And the McGrath, it's fucking unbelievable. Like,
And you know it's gonna sell out.
What was the first one you did that was like I mean, like this isn't just a bar. This is like holy shit. Or like, did you sell
the
tickets?
moment
You
where
put it
you
yourself
knew,
together.
like, something was
just
going
kinda
on.
It's definitely like we talked about earlier about being a cover band. All right, well that's fine. People show up to that, but at what point? When did you lock something in? And what was your first one you went to where you're like, holy
Well,
shit?
Cedar Falls was like everything to us. This bar called The Hub was one of the best music venues in Iowa, and it was incredible. It closed down. It shut down. We played like the final night. It was one of the greatest nights ever. But we quickly realized that like all these people that grew up over the last couple of years watching this band have now moved to Des Moines and moved to Cedar Rapids, and they would probably maybe still want to see us play. So we started booking a few shows in Cedar Rapids, and it was okay. But then we booked 2 shows at the Chrome Horse when it was on Blair's Ferry,
Oh yeah.
where
By Target.
Mextio
Yep.
is right now.
Yep.
And those something changed. Right before that, we had played Uptown Friday nights for the first time,
Yeah.
and we had played Soul and Beef Days for the first time.
Okay.
And they were beautiful weather nights, insane crowds that were not there to see us, but
Yeah.
were like, whoa.
They're just going to be there no matter what
Yes.
band was playing. Like you were just a byproduct of what was
completely
for the whole thing. Yep.
And we went to the Chrome Horse and played these 2 shows, and that was a 500 capacity room, and it was a line around the door to get in both times.
Jesus.
Where people weren't just there at the bar hanging out, they were standing in front watching the band play.
Yeah.
And we knew at that moment that like, okay, something's happening, and we need to try to not play a bar. Let's make this not a bar band.
Yeah.
And so I booked the Paramount Theater for the following, like it was like 6 months later. And we're like, oh shit, Paramount Theater, 1,800 seats. And dude, when you book a place like that, you're like 15 grand in the hole.
I'll say there's minimums. There's like it is like
there's staff. There's
they're going to get theirs. Like whether you do well or not, that's up to you.
you can
but
sell
they're
10
fine.
tickets
Yeah.
and you're going to owe us $14,000.
You're gambling. Yeah.
And we did, and we didn't sell it out or anything, but we sold 1,200 tickets or something like that,
Yeah.
and like made profit, and people thought it was so cool.
Was that your Halloween one, or did that start later? Or
That had just started to happen around that time.
Okay.
So like it was all in that era of like something's happening. Let's see how far we can push it.
Sure.
And once you realize that people think your product is great and they're willing to pay money for it, then that allowed us to invest in us and have video walls and more lights and better sound. It was just this. I've told people this before, that knowing what I know now, if you said, hey, I'm going to rewind you to 17 years ago and you get to start again, I don't think the Pork Tornadoes would be a band right now.
Really?
There was just these little moments that happened that we just don't know what they were. You know, like we just played the right song at the right time or picked the right venue on the right date. I mean, it's one of those things where we know we're good, we know our product's good, and we just needed people to see it, you know?
So I will say, as somebody that respects music, you know, and that stuff, I do get annoyed with covers, or I'm sorry, not with covers, with originals when I don't I've never heard it. You know, like I'm the guy that has to hear a song 3 times before he likes it. First time he hears it, I'm like, I don't know, whatever. Like I never, first time I hear a song, like I love that. Like it's about the 3rd, 4th time I hear it. Or then why I love like going to you guys, because I know the songs. And I know that your goal is that I'm having fun.
That's
not
our
like
only
we
goal.
talked about County Crows, where like
it's
I don't give a fuck. It's about
the
me.
art.
Like you better love me,
respect
like
me.
you're not, stop singing my song. You're not me. Like you know what I mean. As opposed to that, but I just think it's fucking awesome that you like took that leap to get there. And I will say, like I remember like seeing that, and I'm like, what the fuck do they think they're gonna do at the Pyramid? But I'm like, I bought tickets. Like
I mean, I'm gonna go.
I got
We're either gonna watch
me and 1,200 other
But in my
people.
head, I'm like, fuck, how good are these guys? You know what I mean? Like, but you were like, I knew it, but like, I've known you, so like,
right.
I'm gonna like, you know, like,
You're supportive.
you know, like, I'm gonna like, and you guys were good, but it's like always that thing, like,
Well, I
do I like them just because of that or not? You know,
I almost brought up the opposite of that, where it's like so many people hate cover bands because they're like, oh, you're not trying. I'm like, look, man, no matter what the product is, you're supposed to make what the customer wants.
Right.
You know, I've been to breweries where we only make traditional old world styles. I'm like, and then they're closed 6 months later. I'm like, well, you can do that all you want, but that's going to happen.
Right.
I want to go where I fucking know the songs. And like, I'm sorry, I'm that guy. Play a fucking Limp Bizkit song, I'm going to smile. You know what I mean? Like, it's how I grew up.
People
it's who
ask,
I am.
why don't you write, you got this popularity, why don't you write an album of original songs? Like, well, because why would we? Because you're used to us playing the greatest songs ever written.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be like, here's this one.
Yeah,
and
look how good I am.
We can't. I mean, we are great musicians, but we cannot write the next Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
We're not going to. So no matter what we put out, we'll never be as good as the songs you've been hearing us play for 17 years.
Yes, you all
and
had
we're fine with it. Dude,
you all had too good of a childhood. You'll be, you're
going to be fine.
More trauma.
you need more trauma in your life. Yeah.
We all spent time in original bands. We all tried it. We all gave it a shot. That was the dream. I was going to be a famous rock star. Like,
Right.
And then it doesn't happen.
Right.
And so you quit playing music because you're like, well, that's...
But I would say you guys kind of lean in like you are. Like, I don't think you don't pretend to be something different than you are. I think
They
that's
lean
what everybody likes.
into being a cover band, which is fun.
I think that's what so many other people don't do.
Right.
They don't, you know, like that's like they're, well, we just play these, then we get our own.
Well, like
It's
we
not
don't,
really just a cover band, though. That's the thing, like you were talking about. Like you want everybody to have fun. It's the entertainment.
It's
like,
the entertainment.
the reason
The
that I go
overall
back to see you
everything,
guys
yes.
is because it's fun.
Yeah.
Like I've heard those songs before.
Of course.
I don't need to like hear them again, but you make it fun.
Yes.
And that's
It's
why
a whole
I do it.
vibe.
And it's an
as the kids
environment.
would
It's
say.
meant for you to then hang out with your friends on
Yeah.
a beautiful summer night in Cedar Rapids at McGrath Amphitheater. Like,
right.
We'll just be your backdrop.
Oh, I fucking love this song. And then you played it like, that was pretty fucking good. You know what I mean?
And then you go get another beer.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
pee.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Mike-
gonna pee.
Mike's gonna
I'm
do
gonna
that a few
pee.
times.
Unless Limp Bizkit's playing that, I'm gonna hold
It's
it.
the biggest,
It's gonna hurt.
Me buying a ticket anywhere, I just stand in the back and get beers and piss anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
why I
the best
ever pay
spot.
for anything. It's the best. But, yeah. Amphitheater is where it's at. Yeah. We bought front row seats one time. Fucking never went there.
Of
Never
course.
sat there. I sat in the back. Like, this is awesome.
That's another thing that comes with age. Is like we're front row, and you're like, that's not
Yeah,
the move.
pro
Like
tip.
you know what? Good for you, but not for me.
Okay, but I will say though, I'm also at the age that I will pay for good tickets.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if I'm gonna go, I will pay for.
I want
fucking,
VIP, I want private area.
Give me the good shit if I'm gonna do it.
And pro tip,
Yeah.
pick your seats right in front of the sound booth. That is a pro tip to anybody out there.
Really?
The greatest sound in the
Right
entire
there.
place
Oh,
is
that makes
right in front
sense.
of the sound guy because that's
what they
that's
hear.
the guy
He's hearing
listening
it.
to the mix.
Yeah.
So that is a pro tip.
So what's the biggest venue you guys have played,
Biggest venue?
or like the most seats, or I don't know, like
Well,
I don't know.
Like when you do the outdoor ones, it's hard to say because like when
It's
you guys
so
have done
hard.
like
Well, because you've done like
The Ragbri,
festivals or
Ragbri have been-
Adventureland.
Yeah, Ragbris have been close to like most people say 10, 15,000.
Yeah.
Some of these Ragbris.
God, 15,000
The
people.
balloon. We played the last Balloon Glow that was at Bruce Moore,
Yeah.
and that somebody said there was 20,000 people there. Wow. I don't know if I believe it. Even
Sure,
Cedar
but
Falls
still.
Main Street here recently for Sturgis Falls was like, I mean, it was side to side 4 blocks down the road. So it's like, I don't know. But like
Yeah.
selling tickets wise, the most we ever sold was the last time we played Uptown Friday nights. We sold 4,400 tickets at $5 a pop. But that was the most
Still.
people. They won't recognize it, but that is the most people that have ever bought a ticket to the McGrath Amphitheater.
Which is unbelievable.
And they
because
won't recognize it because
Why?
it's not it wasn't a VenueWorks event.
Oh, Jesus.
And I love VenueWorks, but
No,
I
yeah,
understand
yeah.
that they're like, that's not an official record.
Yeah.
But I love it. If we're all throwing dicks on the table, yours is the biggest. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, yeah, it is.
we beat Trump's rally in like 2015 by like 200 people. I'm like, this is awesome.
We got it. We still got it.
It's the beautiful dick ever. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the greatest. Yeah, we were the
Most beautiful crowd ever.
I'm just
But I think, like, when you think about Ragbri, there's 20,000
Yeah.
registered riders.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
all get a ticket.
And then the
essentially.
town shows up
And then
too.
the town shows
Yeah.
up too. So
well,
That's
so
nuts.
like I
Huge.
mean that's awesome. I'm just saying, but that many tickets, like when
Yeah.
you sell them, like I mean, fuck off. Like that's
It's
look at me.
amazing.
Look at me.
It's
Yeah, like,
impressive
good
no
for
matter
you.
what.
I don't take it for granted.
And again, I
Yeah.
think we can all agree. You guys are a blast to watch. So good for you guys. Like I think it's and obviously because you've been doing it for a while, that
yeah.
it counts for that stuff.
And now
It
we're
is a
just like,
good
how do we
time.
level up? Like,
Yeah.
how do we add more great songs? How do we add more visual stuff? So we're still at the point where we're like, let's keep going.
You guys do Dad Vibes by Limp Bizkit?
No,
You
but
should.
I love
That's a
that.
I fucking love that
I love
song
that
so
album.
much. Every
It's
time
so
it's on,
good.
I'm just like, I'm so happy. I'm like, yeah, I'm a dad.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it really is.
So I know we're all over the place, but I did want to talk back about the Confused Breakfast because obviously you guys went crazy nuclear with Bert.
Yeah.
So how did that all come? I know that because I remember listening to his podcast and he was talking about. I'm like, holy fuck, I know that podcast.
Yeah.
He found it on his own, if I remember right. And then you guys reached out, but didn't hear from him for like a year later. Which, by the way, I messaged Theo Vaughn before he was here, and I was like, hey, if you want to be on the podcast, so I'm hoping in a year, I get a message back.
I sent him a message and go, you know, Theo Vaughn's. He's like, I'll send him a message.
I'm gonna
We'll see what
slide
happens. I'm like,
By the
well,
way,
fuck.
I've sent one DM on Twitter in my life, or X. It's that one.
And it was
It's
that one.
one.
Well,
So
you fucking never know. But anyways,
no,
yeah.
you do never know. Like that was a thing that Shaun and AJ really pushed me to do is to get on TikTok. And
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. But we did. I said, okay, we'll test your idea. We posted a video every single day for like a year. And shit started taking off. And sure enough, that's the beauty of modern day social media is that it could pop into a celebrity's feed, you know,
Yeah.
and they might think it's
Yeah.
really cool. And so on TikTok, it popped into Bert's feed. He thought it was cool. He never said anything to us, but he talked about it on Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah. Because I remember the actual episode of when he like
My
this is all
fucking
the-
voice.
Yeah,
He pulls
I was
up the phone.
Yeah.
I was like, my voice. It was like the 3-hour mark of a Two Bears, One Cave. But that podcast was one of the most popular podcasts back in the day when that came out. It
for
still
sure.
is.
Still is,
But
yeah.
that was COVID, like the top,
Yes.
like they just took
Yes.
off, like
So sure enough, like all of a sudden, blah, 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 like people are just showing up going, Confused Breakfast, what's up with this? And we're like, cool, Bert Kreischer loves us. And we like hit him on 3 different platforms and
Yeah.
like found his like email and nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Which by the sounds of that guy, and I've met him a couple
Yes.
times just at his shows, like he is as flighty as he
Yes.
acts. So
And it's fine. He had a fleeting moment in time
Sure.
where he thought something was cool and he talked about it.
Yeah.
And that's great because if the story would have ended there, it was well worth it. Because
Yep.
that was our first really huge influx of people.
Yeah.
That made us go, okay, people came to us and they think it's cool.
Right.
Like where, he could have said Confused Breakfast, people could have come there and been like, this sucks.
Well, I mean-
and then they would have gone away.
we've all gone to podcasts
Yes.
before because we thought it was cool, and you're like,
No, it's
Nah, I'm
not.
not a
15
fan.
minutes, you're like, this
Yeah,
is
not a fan.
sad,
So they-
but I'm gonna give it a little longer, and then you're like, this is getting worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they liked it. So then about a year later, we walked out of Top Gun Maverick in the theaters and Shaun opened up his phone and like there was a DM from Bert that he must have seen another something.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, I fucking love you guys. And like, are you ever in LA? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
all the
tomorrow.
time.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Literally, like you always say yes. We're like, yeah, we
Yeah.
always go to LA. He's like,
Yeah.
well, man, I'd love to have you on the podcast. Like, are you going to be here in September? Oh, funny enough, yeah, we are going to be there.
That's weird. Yeah, we're right on tour.
And
Yeah.
dude, it's so wild because he gave us some dates and we said, yeah, we'll be there. And he said, cool, I'll hook you up with my assistant. We locked in a date. We flew out there. And we wanted to be out there and acclimate a little bit and do a couple other things to make it worthwhile because we all thought he was going to cancel on us.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're like,
yeah.
at any point, he's going to cancel
I mean,
on
he's
us.
one of the biggest comedians in the
Yes,
whole
and
fucking
we are
world.
fucking
And you were
nobodies.
just like, yeah.
And we're here,
Yeah.
and we made it seem like we just came out here regardless
Yeah.
of him.
We're already, yep.
So we did a bunch of other stuff, but then on the last day, we were supposed to go there at like 10 a.m. or something like that to his house. Here's his address.
Oh, yeah,
to
'cause
his house.
it-
It
yeah.
was in his house.
Yeah.
And I woke up that morning at 8 a.m. in my hotel room to a like, hey man, I just flew back into town last night. My tour ended. I feel like shit. My daughter's having a going away party. Can we reschedule? I was like, oh no. I knew it. And I said, man, we can't. Like, this is our last day. We're flying out tomorrow. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, let's push to like noon. Let's do like a noon, but like we got to be done. We got to be done pretty quick because I have like all this stuff I got to do. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Give
we
me 15 minutes. Man.
Right.
dude.
Yeah.
And we walked. We took an Uber in silence, just like, oh my god, we're going. Like this could be the biggest career moment of our lives.
Right.
Pull up to his driveway, get out, like ring this little gated doorbell, and like Bert opens the door with his shirt off, like. But he looked terrible. He looked like he had slept for 2 hours.
Sure.
And he sounded like shit.
Gruff. Yeah.
He sounded seemed very disinterested. We walked into a studio. We sat down. It's like, we're rolling. And like, dude, for the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh no.
This is, yeah.
This is
rough.
and I've watched it back since and it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
Sure,
But
sure.
he didn't want to drink. He had his coffee and he's like, you want some beers? About 10 minutes in, I go, yes.
Yeah.
Because I knew that if he would see
If he
us
sees you
drinking
drinking,
beers,
he's gonna jump on.
That's exactly
and
what I was
sure
gonna say.
enough, man, like around the 30-minute mark, I'm thinking he's going to start wrapping this up. And then we struck some sort of a chord and we went for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
That's fucking
awesome. And he in middle of his episode, he called and canceled his personal training session to be like, no, I'm like, cancel that.
Because that's the
We're
thing.
gonna
If you
hang
listen
out
to
here.
him enough, he
Yes.
does that constantly.
Always.
So it's like when he told you, like, oh, I have an hour, you're like,
He's got
unless
it
we
out
get you.
if he needs
Unless we
it.
get you, yeah. What do you have next? Is it your daughter's like
But
wedding? Then you have an hour.
Yes.
But
But think of how many people throw shit at him. That it's like, whatever.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like, you have to be good. Like, think
Yes.
how many throwaway meetings he takes where he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know
we
what I
were,
mean?
we were
Like,
so
like-
we were so
like,
grateful, man, that he like even took the time to shout us out, then to invite us on the show.
Yeah.
That
Right.
was another gigantic bump for us. And then when he came back through Cedar Rapids that time, we're like,
So he hit you up
So
for
then
that, or did you like?
he
how
hit
did
us
that?
for LA, and then
Well,
we
for LA, and
and
then,
then
LA.
of course now we gotta like I have his phone number
or
and
his
I'm like,
assistant's number, and
I have
like-
his number, and so I'll text him like once every 3 months.
Sure.
Yeah.
In fact, I texted him last summer.
Well, what I've already heard, he's got like 1,000 unread
Yes.
text messages anyway.
Yeah.
So good luck,
Dude, this was the best moment of my texting Burt Kreischer career was that I saw the movie Snack Shack last summer. I've talked about it. Has
wanted to
anyone
talk-
seen it yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I thought of him immediately. I'm like, this is a movie Burt Kreischer will love and cry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, hey man, just want to let you know, hope all's well. Like, there's a movie called Snack Shack. It's right up your alley. It's just me texting him with no responses. Hit send. Burt Kreischer's calling you. I was like, oh shit.
No
What's
way.
up, dude? He goes, you motherfucker. He goes, Isla and my other daughter were both like,
Georgia?
you gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
Isla and
Georgia,
Georgia, yeah.
Isla and Georgia, like, you gotta watch this. And I was like, no way. And then you said it, and you said it, so I have to watch it. It's like,
And then he
oh my
did, but
God.
now he's waxed on
And then
about
he
it.
brought
He's
the
like, it's
bros.
a- yeah,
he brought the
all-
dudes on
yeah,
the show.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I'm the pulse of the nation, Bert. You're welcome.
The dude and he came and did Caddyshack on our show when he was in town. We did a
Yeah.
full review of Caddyshack. Like, he didn't have to do that.
No, that's awesome.
And that's why I don't get the hate that he gets because I will
I
forever.
don't either. And when did that change?
I think it's just a
He's
funny
just,
thing.
He's just rat rich. You know, I mean,
Yes.
eventually you just get
You're
so
too
big.
rich.
That
Yeah.
You're just so big.
it was just
that, like,
weird the way it shifted.
Like it just, but it just
Yeah.
is.
so me and Shaun
It just
saw
means
him.
you made it.
This was fucking. We didn't even realize we saw him. Like we saw him at Penguins.
Yeah, I've heard this story.
How old? Did we tell this?
You did.
Oh, I think we did.
Yeah.
It was your
Yeah.
comedians.
We had no idea. Like we get done, and like a couple years later, he blows up, and
Yeah.
Ash is like, "We saw him," and I go, "No, we fucking didn't."
Well, you were like, he's my favorite comedian. And Ashley goes, you saw him, right? And you're like,
I literally didn't even realize because he looked different.
You just don't know. He
was
had
a
the
lot
goatee
thinner.
and he was thinner.
He
He
fucking
totally
wore a
different person.
shirt.
He wore a shirt never came
how
off.
wasn't even the
That's
thing.
how unfamous he was. He wore a shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was before
And
that.
so we found this cool, fun niche of like comedians really seem to be the only people that really appreciate what we're doing. So like Dusty Slay, Gareth Reynolds,
Yeah.
like we've had all these guys be fans and be on the show. And so it's sort of our target. We were really
Yeah.
close with Theo.
Were you really?
Really close.
Man, if we could have got him
he
first,
just
we
got
could
too big.
have always held that over them.
He just got, he got too big.
Come on, Theo, help us out. Come on.
He just seems like a great dude. I don't know. Like I love how genuine that guy
Yes.
is. Everyone's like, it's a shtick that he's a hillbilly. I'm like, no,
I think he
so.
is.
I actually knew that guy. I'm this old where I watched
Road
Road
Rules?
Rules.
Yeah.
And so
I
when he
loved
got,
him on Road Rules.
dude, he was hilarious. When he got famous, I was like, everyone was like, he wasn't on Road Rules.
Well, and
I go, I
Segura's
promise-
wife was on
Christina
the same.
Pajitsky.
She
She
was on the
there.
same season.
I knew her from that. So everyone's like, no, she's a comedian. I go, she fucking was on Road Rules. I
Yes.
promise. I had to like Google it and prove it to people. So,
All right, it's perfect time for a shot here.
Oh boy.
well, I mean,
You pass it down.
it does say as you wish on it. So, Shaun,
So
you're
my
such an
story of
asshole.
Malort, the first time I ever had it, we did a live podcast in Chicago and sold tickets to it, and we did
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year, obviously.
Yeah,
It was-
hell yeah.
I remember listening. Yeah.
and sure enough,
Rowan Gardner.
mid show, somebody walks up with a tray. We're like, no, it's not, and they're like, it is.
That was the
This is-
first time you had it.
Yeah.
that's
Was
awesome.
it the Chicago handshake? Like the whole.
No, it
old,
was
old
just
style
like-
and a Malort. is
No,
a
I would
Chicago
have loved
handshake.
to have had
A
an old
chaser?
style with it. Good Lord, man.
Yeah, like Shaun has found out that not only you don't love it, but
I don't like
it doesn't
but
bother him at all.
I like that I can do it. Sometimes when I do a shot, I don't want it.
It makes
to
me
taste good.
shake. I don't like
the
it.
drink you made me. I like that for a drink. But sometimes when I take a
Yes.
shot, I want it to just kind of sucky.
One of these.
Which is funny because you
Wow.
hate Fireball, and that makes me go,
Oh,
ugh.
that just burns my whole throat. That's stupid, yeah.
Well, it's not real whiskey. So
But amen. Yeah.
cheers, guys.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for being on. I hate it so much.
Doesn't get any
It's
better,
just,
does it?
it just
It
tastes like
lingers.
it tastes like sweaty socks that
Exactly.
were put into a fire at 500 degrees on a pizza oven
And
plate.
Band-Aids. Ugh.
That then like somebody put like olive oil on it and tried to put salt and pepper on it to make it taste good, but it
Throw
didn't.
this on there and just-
So
yeah.
then they like let it sit in the freezer for a little while.
It just tastes like something out of a locker room. Like
I do-
somehow whether it was like a.
I'll tell you what, I do like that a little bit better than Fernet though.
Fernet is terrible.
because that's more
Like,
black licorice.
Yeah.
But I like Fernet and Campari
Yeah.
together a little bit better than that.
I only say Fernet is 5% better than this because there's a hint of mint. That's
But
the
I
only.
don't-
But I hate black licorice.
Nobody
So,
likes black licorice.
But
no,
sometimes I feel like that's
the thing. I found out there's a whole slew of people that do.
Grandmas.
No.
I like black licorice.
What is wrong
Exactly.
With it? Is it like the what's the root like
Anise.
chives?
Rhubarb?
No,
Anise.
not
Oh,
rhubarb.
anise.
Oh no, it's like little chives. Not chives.
Oh, cilantro.
cilantro.
I
where
talked
some
about
people,
this.
30% of people
Yeah.
think it tastes
Tastes
like, dirt
soap.
or soap.
I think I
or
just
something.
I said
yeah.
I think there's two people like there's a gene wrong in some people.
Yeah.
It's the people who think that tastes like soap probably like that
It's like they say it's 30%
See, but
of people.
black licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it tastes like soap, and I like that. So
See, that's I think
Oh,
I'm
you
proving
think
that.
that's the same
Yeah,
thing?
I'm thinking you
Multiple
fucked up
genes.
So you
people.
think-
Have this thing.
no, do you think cilantro tastes like soap?
No.
So I don't.
If
either.
I have a ton of it, it doesn't taste good.
But
it's
I think it's
fine.
overrated.
I don't
but
like
yeah.
cilantro.
My buddy TJ would.
I don't like
always,
it, but I don't think it tastes like soap.
Dude, we
yeah.
would go to the movies and he would bring black
Gross.
jelly beans. And he'd eat them, and then the whole fucking place stunk like it. And I was like, I'm not going to sit by you anymore, dude. This is so bad. So,
All right, so I have a question with Confused Breakfast. All the movies you guys done.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie that you didn't see until you started this? You know what I mean? Like that. Like
You watched
it was
for the
never
show.
You watched for the show.
It was definitely Howard the Duck. Right?
It sure was not.
Dude, I fucking loved Howard the Duck. when I
but
first
when's
saw
the
it. We
last
saw it
time
on
you've
TV.
seen it?
hold
Well,
on.
I know. It's
Can we
been a
can we
long
talk
time,
again
yeah.
about how the fuck it was rated? What?
PG.
PG?
I mean, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was prior
When
to
the
the
duck gets
PG
laid, it's
13,
awesome.
man.
Yeah. But anyways, no, yeah.
So there's been a lot. In fact, I'm notorious for we've done about 250 movies now, and 50 of them I've not seen. So I'm batting like 1 out of 5.
Wow.
Which is great. I'll look back on this being like,
better.
this is so cool.
Yeah.
Because like Shaun always says, he's like, the first time you see Big Lebowski is an incredibly special moment because then you'll never get to not see Big Lebowski for the first time ever again.
Oh, it's so like I remember when I watched Game of Thrones.
Yes.
My
like
brother-in-law goes, "I wish I was you."
He goes,
"I
want to
wish
see it for the first time.
I wish I was
like the
watching it
usual
for the first-
suspects.
yeah.
That was mine.
Yes.
I'm like that fucking moment at the end. I'm like, you got to be fucking. And there's one other one, Primal Fear. If you've never seen it with Richard Gere,
yes.
that twist at the end, you're like, how the fuck? But
How good is
I
Edward
chase
Norton
that
anyways?
always now.
Edward Norton might be one of the
He's
best
up
actors.
there.
But
He's
anyways,
the best.
anyways.
I can't get this one out of my head because it's the most recent. I know there's other ones, and I'll think about it the minute I
Fast,
leave
Too
here.
Furious.
No, The Sting. Actually, we just did the Summer of 70s.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
You
The Sting.
1,000,000% have to watch it. It won like 7 Oscars from 1973. Robert Redford, Paul Newman. But like
You
for
guys did just have that the
but
other.
for some reason,
okay.
nobody like really has seen it because it's like, that's an old timey movie from. They pretend like they're in the 30s. It might be one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Really?
It is top.
So it was a
notch
movie
from top
made
to
in the
bottom.
70s about
the 30s.
About the 30s.
I
Okay.
think like Dazed and Confused, kind of
Yeah,
like
right.
it's made back in time, but it's about like a heist.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
this
Heat?
movie walked so that Heat
Heat
and,
could run.
and Ocean's 11 could run.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll think of 100 more after this, but, that's the
I
first
just
one.
Thought about that, like all the,
Yeah.
like when you're kind of forced to watch it, you like you had to get through. Oh,
No, never mind. Dawn of the Dead, the original. I've never seen that one. We just did that one too. Loved it.
I love that movie.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
I love that. But
Only
I love
saw the
zombie
remake.
shit.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
love
See,
horror
I'm not a
movies.
scary guy.
yeah.
It's not scary. It's satire.
Especially now. Now you watch it and it's just cheesy as fuck. But it's a really good movie.
Have you guys-
especially when you, like the effects that they pulled off then.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Have you guys seen? We just talked about this. Have you seen the movie Prisoners from 2013?
Oh, with Hugh Jackman. Oh, that's a fucking amazing movie.
How did I never hear about that?
I've never even heard of it.
Oh my
like,
God,
I don't
dude.
even know that's a thing.
It's like the ad campaign sucked or something.
Of
for that.
2013?
It was like 2013.
So that's when I would have
Him
definitely known about movies. Like
Jake
now,
Gyllenhaal and him.
like now shit comes out because it's like you're spread out through everything. But 2013,
Dude, that movie
it was
will fuck
everything.
you up.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Prisoner?
I don't know how
Prisoners.
I haven't seen it, but I finally watched it and I stopped 10 minutes in to text Shaun.
Oh,
and
you
AJ.
talked about this one on your guys' 12
Yes.
movies. Yep, that's
I
right.
was so mad at them because the premise of it is that a 6-year-old girl gets abducted.
Yep.
And the dad and mom now have to figure out, like, have to go through those emotions. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I have 2 daughters at home. This is now any fear I've ever had in my entire life. Now, this is my worst fear before seeing this movie of like losing my kid but I couldn't turn it off because it was
it's so good. Like the acting
Jake
is
Gyllenhaal is so underrated.
Yeah.
Donnie Darko. Thoughts on Donnie Darko?
I know this is gonna make me sound stupid. I don't like thinking that hard in a movie. Like it fucks my head up. And like it's like, did you ever watch Memento?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Okay.
Yeah.
That one I loved.
What about The Prestige? Is that enough
I haven't
thinking
seen
for
that.
you?
I haven't seen that.
I like the
haven't seen that.
Prestige.
That's a good one.
I think that's Nolan's almost best.
Really?
It's The Prestige might be it might be right up your alley to where you're thinking just enough. Because
Okay.
Memento's too much thinking.
Memento's too much thinking, but I did love it at the end of it because
Yes.
it's like the twist you understood. Donnie Darko, it's still like I had to read multiple articles where I'm like, is that one right or is this one right? I'm like, it was fucking, I don't know, it fucked with my head.
That
a lot.
movie affected me when we put it through the confused breakfast treatment. I had watched it before. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like great,
Okay,
cool,
exactly,
couple cool
yeah.
moments, but
And
when-
I want to say I haven't seen it in like 15
just
years.
rewatch it
Yeah.
because like that movie, you're talking about movies I haven't seen. Movies I've seen that have gotten such a boost was probably that one.
Really?
Because that hit me at such a weird moment of just like I figured out what they were trying to say kind of in a weird way.
Yeah.
And like I think that movie's a masterpiece.
Well, see, and that's something about watching like, Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
Kids.
Oh my God. Jesus
Just
Christ.
gets-
You watch in your 20s and you think one thing. And even then I was like, I need a shower, right?
Passion of the
40,
Christ.
I'm probably getting right.
Movies you can only watch
Yeah,
one time.
one time. But then, like, if I were to watch it in my 40s, I'd be like, I need a shower and therapy and, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I have kids.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you before I forget, if you, like, Prisoners is your worst fear now because you have kids.
Currently.
And I get that because I can't watch shit with kids. And I fucked up and watched this movie called The Lovely Bones a few years ago.
No.
Don't watch that.
Okay.
So like that's one on your like do not. It's like Prisoners. It's a really
I'll
good
watch,
movie.
I'll watch some scary shit, demon
yeah,
possessions,
but if you
don't.
you have kids, don't.
It's
do
a
it.
realistic fear.
Yeah,
Exactly. This is our podcast. You
Yeah.
went from cool to fucking old.
I know.
And
I know.
can't
That's what we
watch
do.
this, But
Yeah.
it's
Dad, we're
unbelievable.
fine.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Your kids, you talk like
I can't
is there
do shit with kids.
The worst torture I could ever go to. I'll do it if it means nothing for my. You know what I mean? The things that you would do with that stuff. It's
So-
but like,
And this is great because like you're new into it.
yeah.
Like you realize how
Well,
fast.
then
it
let me
hits.
ask you this: like the messed up part of having young kids in today's day and age is realizing how unfortunate they are to be born
Yep.
now, as opposed to when we were born.
Like how
Yes.
we were so lucky.
We did, dude. Like I was telling somebody the other day that we used to just get on our bikes without telling anyone where we were going
Yep.
and ride almost a mile away through busy streets and neighborhoods
All
to
day.
to an ice cream place to buy ice cream and then like detour through the park, play on the playground, and then come home.
Come home.
With zero concern. And now my wife and I, before I came here, we're talking about air tags that go in shoes.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What
they,
the
they make
fuck?
watches, by the way. that
We
pop up.
have
Yeah.
the watch.
Yeah.
It ran
Oh,
out
you
of
got
battery.
yeah,
It, like,
yeah.
died.
But yet you're like, I don't want to be that fucking parent at all. I don't want to be that parent.
Right, because
know
you
what I mean? Like,
want
you're
them to
like,
have
I
the experience
don't
we
know.
had, but this life is not
It's
the life
so
we
hard.
had. It's not the same world.
hard. I mean,
It's a whole new world. And think of all the AI they're growing up in.
Right.
And like, they're not even going to have to read books or
Right.
think for themselves.
Right.
My kids, I had a meeting with my financial guy, like, save for college. Like, what is college?
Yeah, will it be a thing?
Will college even be a thing in 18 years?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's hard to imagine it is. It'll
To
be
me,
refined
yeah,
somehow, but
it's all about going against the grain or just picking these little things, these one off. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like to me, like I have no fucking crystal ball, but at some point, someone's got to sell this shit, and that's a skill that you just
Yeah.
kind of learn how to sell.
Sales,
Like you
yeah.
just kind of learn how to do it. And I'm like,
and that's why
I don't
trades
think
are
it's going
huge.
away.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Well,
But
and
even
it's-
at some point, some of those trades are being they're like they're showing roofing where they can do all that stuff.
and it's
by
the
AI and
forever.
that stuff,
It's
but
what
like-
you're doing right
but
now.
like
It's things that people don't want to do. You're cleaning windows.
Right.
People
Who the
don't
fuck
want to do
wants
that.
I don't want to do that at all.
But if I want to do it, then
Right.
you'll pay me to do it.
Right.
And so it's like finding
yeah.
those careers.
But the minute you do it, they're like, those fucking look great.
Two
like,
of
why
my
would I do it?
clients
Yeah,
said you
yeah.
were fantastic, man.
I'm gonna be a hairstylist. I mean, like I'm bald, but you guys all I can cut your guys' hair. Like that's gonna be
Look
my
great, look
apocalypse
great. Yeah,
skill. It's like
there it is.
Apocalypse.
yeah, I'm
skills.
just like sit in the chair.
Just shave their head.
Yeah, I was like I best knife in town. Yeah.
What
I don't know.
haircut do you think you're gonna get? Look at my head.
Is that like the whole like don't trust a skinny chef? Like they go to you and you're like,
yeah.
fuck you, man. You don't know shit. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I gotta ask you a couple questions here because I gotta get your opinion on. I mean, because you're the fucking coolest person.
This is gonna be a
we've had on here by
two-parter. Let's
far.
do a two-parter.
So let's go. All right, backwards hat, still cool.
Oh God. Okay.
Dude, you know how? Hold on,
Yeah.
I gotta say this, and I know you wear one, but like how refreshing it was to finally see another person like me walk in. I was like, oh, there it is.
Is that a guy with a red beard and a backwards hat?
Yeah. By the way, I've learned everyone goes. A guy just did this to me at third base the other day. He goes, dude, can I take a picture of you? You look just like my secretary's husband. I go, let me guess. He's short, red beard, and a hat on. He goes, yeah. And I go, we all look the
all
same.
look- yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just skinnier and fatter. That's it. You know what I mean?
Oh man, hats. Okay, so yeah, I've been a backwards hat guy my whole life,
Yeah.
but
Same.
now I'm also a frontwards hat guy. Also,
All right.
it's
But
just
you
a
have
matter.
certain hats that you wear certain
Correct.
ways.
This is
that
backwards
is
hat
not
guy.
a
You
forward hat.
don't wear
Yeah.
a flat bill hat.
Although I
forward.
did on purpose in the video that I was making fun of backwards hats.
Hell
on.
yeah. Yeah.
Full well knowing we would get engagement because I was wearing a flat brimmed
Right.
frontwards hat while I was making fun of
Oh, yeah.
backwards hats.
Smart.
Yeah, no, I'll go. I'm a 30% of the time backwards hat guy, 20% of the time frontwards hat guy, and 50% of the time
No hat.
my hair looks good. I've
Now,
done
see, and
my
I would
hair.
love to have that percentage that was an option, but I
Yes.
don't.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% backwards hat.
Yeah, it's us round faces. We got to go backwards.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
The beauty is, girls, I haven't heard a single one that we've talked to that's like, you put that hat forward, they're all like backwards hat all day long.
They want backwards
They
hat.
want backwards
I
hat.
love
And it's
it.
funny
Yeah.
because dudes make fun of, like, the only person I've ever heard making fun of guys wearing backwards hat is guys who don't wear hats. And I'm like, look, you
or
can be
that
mad all
can't pull
day.
it off. They just can't.
Sure.
They don't wear it well.
But
Like,
I just go, like, dude, I've done it since fucking freshman year. I'm
Right.
not, like, or fucking, like, 7th grade. I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
Now, eventually, maybe it'll be weird when I'm, like, 60.
right.
But we'll
At
see.
some
We'll
point,
see.
But you probably said that when you were going to
I
be 40.
did. I thought at 40 I was going to have to stop, and I'm not stopping yet.
Right.
So now it's 50. We'll see what happens.
That's when you
So
go to
long, right?
fedoras.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Peaky blinders all day long.
Holy shit! How about when they dress up like in our age, they're gonna be backwards hat.
Maybe.
Like remember when like
They're
dressed up like
having
the
a
60s we had
2020
a-
party.
Oh, my God. That's so sad. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm thinking about the moments I'm going to have to explain to my young kids of derechos and floods and COVIDs.
Right.
And all the weird things I'm just going to have to explain to them.
Sure.
Like,
Well-
Dad, wait a minute. So you guys
Yeah.
FaceTimed each other like all the time? And
What'd you
like,
do?
What did you, what?
That's what we did.
That's what we did.
We drank a lot. We did that too.
We
Yeah.
drank a lot.
a lot.
I
Yeah.
remember the most confusing thing ever was teaching my kids the radio.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, play this song. I'm like, it's just the radio. They're like, I don't get. They're like, oh, we want to hear this. I'm like,
No,
it's the radio.
whatever
It's like
they
it's playing,
play.
and they're like,
hey, skip those
and they're
commercials.
like, I can't.
I can't.
They're like, Cooper's like, just play the song.
I had that with.
Why is there ads?
And it's like,
Pay extra,
I
pussy.
remember like sitting there like
Pay extra to get the radio
I
ads
literally
off.
was like, how the fuck do I explain this to him? Like, he goes, so someone else is just picking the music we're listening to? And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know, but now it's coming back because now all the fuck Netflix and everything is like, well, it's $50 a month now if you don't want ads. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck
That used
that.
to be
Yeah.
So now these poor kids are
Do you
like,
guys remember?
"Aw."
Do you remember getting the DVDs mailed to you?
Oh, yeah.
we just
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about that shit.
I still have one.
Yes.
But things always are circular, right? So like vinyl for the first time ever has outsold CDs as of a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
That's all
Well,
my, I mean, my
that
son's
makes
a
That
sense.
doesn't
vinyl
surprise
addict.
me. That does like
'Cause
at some
CDs
point
are
now
gone.
it's just like because they're all
CDs aren't a thing.
well, they're all difficult, right? Like
Yes.
as opposed to just doing
Yes.
like Apple. So they're all. So it's like
But we're
well,
going,
then pick the coolest
it makes
one.
me
like,
happy that kids are going back to the physical medium of holding
Yes.
it in your hands. I used to go to midnight CD releases at Best Buy to buy an album and you go, and you pull the cellophane
the
off and
artwork
read
and the whole
back.
artwork and the whole.
And so
fucking
hopefully
thing,
we're
yeah.
coming back a little bit to
I
stuff
hope
like
so.
that. I threw away all my DVDs like 7-8 years ago.
I did too.
Because I was
3
like,
years
why
ago.
do I want
I
these?
kept 5.
Yeah.
They're like ones that were like, I know these are hard to, like Rounders I kept.
Yes.
Pool Hall Junkies. There's 5, like basically my 5
PCU.
favorite DVDs. Yeah, I kept those and that was it. So Girls
So
Go
yeah,
Wild
it's
7.
great that, and I think physical medium is coming. I think people are realizing that at any point, the entire internet grid could just go away,
And you're screwed.
and there's nothing
you're
left.
just
There's no
fucked.
music, there's no movies, and unless we
Yeah.
have physical copies. So Sean's the one. Sean has walls upon walls of DVDs.
That's awesome.
I have like 4. I just bought Thunder in Paradise off of eBay.
how much
Anybody
was that?
It was $9 for 3 movies.
Oh, wow.
And it's really weird ratioed, so you can't actually read this like subtitles and like.
So somebody bootlegged it in their basement.
Yeah, which is how I also own Rad and Airborne. Both of
Fucking
those.
rad.
Both of those.
Oh
Yeah.
man!
We just talked about Rad on one of our last.
We did
episodes.
about everyone's showing up. They're getting the. I
It's
love
the
watching those
Did
bikes
you-
come out.
Oh, did you watch the? Why did we just talk about? Oh, the
Snack Shack?
documentary.
They
Did
had
you
a
watch the
documentary, but I
documentary?
haven't watched it yet. No,
Watch
but
it.
Like, yeah,
Dude, Crew Jones sent us a signed book. Like actual Bill Allen sent us a signed
Really?
book.
Oh, really?
Do you remember Airborne?
Oh,
The
yeah,
rollerblade movie?
yeah, yeah.
Did you see our interview of Mitchell Guzin?
No.
Of Shane McDermott, the guy
Yeah.
that played Mitchell Guzin?
No.
It's our top viewed YouTube video on the Confused Breakfast.
Okay.
An interview with Mitchell Guzin, Shane McDermott,
Who do we go to high school with that looks exactly fucking like him?
Chris Caton.
No, no,
He wishes.
No, I think it was
Looks like
before
him.
you. It was before you. Who that?
Somebody senior, like your senior.
It was my
your
senior.
junior year.
It was my like freshman year. So it was close
Oh, Barry
But they
Ahern.
fucking looked at the same hair. Anyways, all right.
I
we get
love
off
that guy.
Anyways.
He shaped my childhood.
Well, I meant to ask you, like, not to get off the Rad thing, but the we talked about Snack Shack, and you guys had Connor Sharon, and he was in Happy Gilmore too. How did you guys hook up with him?
So
Because he was one of Happy Gilmore's happy
How
sons.
the fuck do you hook up with these?
Well,
like, badass.
it's weird, right? Like once you have a certain amount of social media followers,
sure.
it's a little easier to slide into DMs.
sure.
Oh, that makes
but,
sense, yeah.
But with Snack Shack, Connor was an unknown.
Yeah.
And he started a movie called Snack Shack in 2024, which is the best movie that I've seen in 2
I
years.
have to watch.
It's
been on
it's
the thing
nostalgia to the bone.
It's
Like-
nostalgia to the bone, and it will cut you to your core in every emotion you've ever had.
I loved it because of the amount of times I said fuck and all this stuff in the beginning.
The fuck dogs.
That our kids walked in, we were watching it. And then I was like, and Ashley's like, we can't watch this right now, blah, blah. And then we just forgot about it, never got back.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Please
and
watch
then,
it.
Like, but we will, like, because it was one, I think it was from your.
It had to be,
It was
'cause
from
Shaun-
you and Bert, because I listened to both.
I had
yours and
never,
listened to
I had
Bert,
never
you know,
heard
like-
of it till there.
And then I remember
Shaun
hearing
brought
that,
it up and said, "You guys." Shaun knows me so well. He's like, "Mike, oh my God, Mike, you have to see this movie." And so I went and saw it.
You're gonna want to sit down.
I went and saw it, watched it once, then brought my wife into the room, watched it again. Then we talked about it we did a brunch episode of it and tagged Connor, like found him and said, and I think one of the videos did really well. And so he like saw our message, saw that we did it, and oh, what's up, guys? That's really cool. We said, dude, we genuinely love this movie. And clearly he loves that movie.
Yeah.
Like
right.
him and everybody that did that movie feel so passionate about it, and they know what they have that they want to do anything they can. So he's like, let's do it. So we did just a quick interview with him about a year ago of like, talk about Snack Shack, talk about you. And when the episode ended, he goes, dudes, okay, so we're off air, right? Today, I got a text message from Adam Sandler's team to be in Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh
We
shit! He
didn't
told
know-
you.
We
guys?
didn't even know they were making it. And he's like, I'm going to be one of his sons. And we're like, ah. And so we just kept in touch with him and stuff like that. And the minute the movie came out, we're like, we got to talk about it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He's like, now he's got a team. We had to go through his team.
Yeah.
Good for
and we had
him.
to talk to Netflix and stuff.
You're like, dude, I kept your secret. You're coming back.
Yes. And then he gave us another secret when this episode ended. That's going to be a really big deal for him. Like
He's
as
gonna be
a-
in Happy Gilmore 3, ladies and
Happy
gentlemen.
Gilmore 3, baby.
I'm not going to lie. This podcast wants to be your podcast when we grow up. Okay. That's
You're allowed to. The best part about podcasts is that like you literally just need a spark, man. You just need a spark.
And so like we've talked about this when we started. It's like we just like doing this. Us three talk like this, not on microphone. So why not just do it? We're
Right.
gonna do it no matter what.
Yeah.
But like you said, when he said we're in our fourth spot since having Confused Breakfast.
It's 5 years,
But
man.
it started in a basement, just like ours did. So we're on our way.
We're coming up on 400 episodes that we've
Damn.
sat down and
400.
recorded. So
That's-
like anybody
a
asks me
ton.
advice about how do I get a successful podcast, it's like keep going.
Well, yeah, you just got to start first of all.
You know what the stat is?
Stay
is that
consistent, right? Like that's
Yes.
the big thing. You can't, and once you, like, and we got a good routine. Like
Release
we're
the same
rolling
day.
out.
Yeah.
We're
We
rolling
do
out
one
Wednesdays.
every
We're
week.
Wednesdays every week.
We're
and
on
so
and you
we're-
have to. And I think the stat nation or worldwide is that the average amount of episodes that a podcast has is 7. And that's including that's including Joe Rogan's, and at 2000, like everyone
so the
does
average
like,
is 7. So that means, well, how many people do one? Yeah.
There's
Well,
a
stop.
fuck ton of them that die
stop.
at 5.
And they just die.
They're just done.
and you cannot possibly gain any momentum. And I'll tell you from seeing the data of knowing where we end up on the charts with how many downloads we have, like it's not as crazy as you think it is. Of like how many, the 1% has millions and trillions and billions of downloads, but the average podcasts do not have as many downloads as you probably think.
Yeah.
You know, so
And I would say that one thing we got, I mean, we've talked about it. We're here for a conversation. That's exactly what it is. You're not gonna. If you learn something, it was on accident. It was not. It was.
but
not
I've
like
told
that.
both of you guys,
You're
like, you're not niche. You like anyone could listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the key.
As
That's
long
why
as
we
you're gonna have
started
fun.
Confused Breakfast.
As long as you're gonna have fun. As long as
Yeah.
you just want to like kind of laugh and not take it.
If this was like, we're going to talk about Cedar Rapids restaurants,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
well, then
no.
it's
No,
not
it's just
a
not
thing that we
us.
want to talk about.
We're just that's not our thing. So it's kind of one of those. So, but I can see where people get very in depth to where all of a sudden you're on episode 7 going, what the fuck am I going to talk about now?
Yeah.
Or like,
We thought we were
oh my
going to
god,
run
I
out
have
of
to put
movies.
this much work into like actually getting
Yeah.
the information together. We shoot off the hip.
I love that you guys can just sit here and talk, and we're like,
I mean, like we you know, we take some notes here and there, but it's not. I'm just being honest. We don't like. I looked at it. I mean, Shaun brought this idea. God, a year and a half ago, 2 years. I was going through a hard time, and he was like, "You see how we can just stay here for hours and do this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "We should start a podcast." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up! You're being an idiot."
Shut up, nerd.
Yeah, because I was like,
That's not cool.
loser. Yeah, but I was like, no, it's true. As long as you can hold a conversation, then there's nothing stopping you from doing it. I've met so many people. I said it on one where I met this waitress at a bar or bartender, and she was like, "Yeah, I wanted to start one." I'm like, "You're in the service industry. That's a great thing to talk about." My friend's a stripper and she wants to do it with me. I go, "You will kill it." And then she goes, my full-time job, I work for the government. I'm like, "Oh my God, why aren't you doing this?" Like, you're going to blow everyone out of the water out of the gate.
If we had any money, we would sign you under contract.
I'm like, "Can you be a weekly guest?"
Here's $1.
Yeah, we'll FaceTime you.
Just offer this studio up and you're fine.
Right? So,
All right, here we go. Cargo shorts.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool, man.
Have you ever liked cargo shorts?
I did back in the day.
I've never stopped wearing them.
Yeah.
I won't.
Well, I just need to make sure you understand this. This is a famous like cover band make fun of thing.
I could see that. I can't, because we all remember, like, I mean, I worked at Gadzooks,
Fred Durst,
so it's like,
is that what we
it was around that time.
But like you are, if you are on stage with cargo shorts on as a cover band, you're not cool.
That part I get. I really do, because you do not. It's like when comedians talk about, like, no, you should wear a suit, and it's like, that's not the move. Yeah. But also, you don't want to look like a bum. It's like you do have to kind of find where you look a little different than the crowd.
Okay, I get it. But coming from the band, okay. So
no, in regular life,
we're going to avoid your opinion on this.
But on stage, no.
But you will wear them in everyday life.
I don't own them.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I'll get you a pair.
I'm to the age where I only own I only own like 20 items of clothing. You know, like I finally got to that age of life. So
that is nice.
If I'm not going to wear it on
t-shirt every day,
it's
I'm good
black
to go.
t-shirts and black jeans is literally all it is. In summertime, some comfy shorts.
Yeah.
All right. Sound system in the car, like a your aftermarket, not just an aftermarket sound system.
So we just did Too Fast, Too Furious, and you know that intro's got all of them like.
Yeah.
I used to want one. I never had one.
Sure.
But there were the guys at the school that would have them.
Yeah, for sure.
You're so cool.
Fucking parking lot was rattling.
So cool, dude. Yeah. Brian Roney, you are so cool. and then the older I got in life, I'm like, no, the advances in audio technology are out of this world since 1998.
Sure.
The like Alpine updated Bose sound systems in new cars are 17 million times better than what we used to have.
Absolutely. Yes. Just
and
your
so you
standard
do not need, you do not need it.
Anymore.
You do not. And actually, the older I get, the not as loud I want it. So let's just put it that way.
All right. I love
that makes sense.
All right. Last one here. What's your favorite job that you had? I mean, we've talked about things, and you've listened to ours, so we got lots of people that talked about jobs.
Not band.
What was your favorite job that you had? Like,
somebody cut you a paycheck.
Yeah.
I'm making this a very Cedar Rapids centric podcast. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chapman's Fun World.
Oh,
we worked there?
Here's the best part about Chapman's Fun World is I
got so hard right there just hearing that. Oh my God, I missed that place.
You just unlocked a core memory of mine.
So
go
many.
Ahead.
I went to the University of Iowa for my freshman year.
Yep.
I came home to Cedar Rapids to live with my parents, which you do.
Yep.
And I got a job at Chapman's Fun World. I was a go-kart technician.
Hell yeah.
And all that meant was race the drunk guys.
Exactly.
And pull out the souped up one when some drunk guy was like, I could beat you. And I'm like,
so you had your own Too Fast, Too Furious moment.
We called it Gandalf.
Did you hit the
it was
NOS
Gandalf.
button?
It was in the little shed right there, and it was the fast one.
That's hilarious.
And so I worked there. I had the summer of my entire life working with some incredible people, eating Leonardo's every day.
Oh, yeah.
And then my last day, I said, hey, Mr. Man that invented trampolines, and that's a super rich guy. Do you know he invented trampolines?
Nissan,
whatever.
What, the one that invented the basketball?
I heard that. Ball or whatever.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'd really like to come back here next summer. This is great. He goes, I'd love to have you. He goes, just consider this our handshake. And he said, just show up like when school's out and we'll got you. Okay, cool, man. Mm-hmm. Went to my sophomore year, partied the final weekend of school, went home on Sunday night, got a good night's sleep, woke up Monday morning, drove to Chapman's Fun World, gone, demolished. It was demolished. No one told me that he
You
sold
had no idea.
And so that entire summer was the worst summer of my life because I had no job and I had to figure things out.
But you had it planned. It just didn't go like it was gone. So
you imagine me pulling up into a parking lot of nothingness. Assuming I
want a video like cartoon edit of this happening.
So
that is hilarious.
Remote producer Benjo and I were at Chapman's the day they found out they were closing.
Oh no, really?
Doing the go-karts.
So you must have been in the fall or something
So
after I already left.
it was one of those, and it was. They were pissed. We fucking they had
said,
no
"Who
rules.
cares?"
Go like we were fucking crashing. It was just and it was like
They put the
quiet.
baby powder
They didn't
on
give
the
a fuck.
track.
Yeah, we just fucked the whole track up. Like all they were there was a helpless spin around, and then finally they're
the
like,
place was a dump.
They're like, do whatever you want. Like you get yourself like we're not gonna spin you around anymore. Like and we just ran through. Like they're like they didn't give a fuck. Like it's like they found out that day. Like I mean they were like it was like
And I heard you say it was a dump at
it
the
was
end.
like
It
the end
was
of
a
Regis.
total
It
dump.
was like the end of Regis. We're like, I don't
cares?
give a fuck. Do
No
whatever you
rules.
want to.
Like,
It
we're
was
coming
like,
back tomorrow night.
I was like, this is awesome. And then like next day gone.
But
Like,
what a cool, like we don't have any places like that
Yeah.
anymore. Then we're never going to have
No.
places like that ever
Again.
again.
the
They're,
amount of times I did the slide, that was cool. You know,
The water
and you
slide.
paid for like an hour or something
Yeah.
like that.
you could do that, or you could do like
It was
20
a great-
slides. Like
it was a great
fucking
slide.
Dude, we did
yeah,
we did
yeah.
so many lock-ins there through like All Saints and stuff. Like where like instead of a lockout, it was like a or no, it was a
Lock
lockout
in.
is what that one was called. And like you just went places all night long. So
Yeah.
like we were at Chapman's from like 4 till
What a
7
what
in
a
the
time
morning.
to be alive, man.
Yeah, those days are gone.
Every once in a while, I'd have to work the top of the water slide, and kids would just go. They just go zoom, 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 like just without waiting for me to tell them to go.
And you're
I'd
like,
be like, you can't do that.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
You can't do that.
CTE on aisle down there. Yeah.
It's always the fat kid coming in last to wipe them all
Wipe
out.
them all out. Yeah. Little bowling.
What a time to be alive, man.
I
Chapman's
mean, yeah,
fun
you've
world.
got young kids. Like I've been dealing with
They'll
this.
never be able to do that.
No, my daughter's, she's 12. She's older, but like, I'm like, what do we do? Like, I look at the events going on in Cedar Rapids to see what's happening, but there's just not the things we had anymore
Those little things, yeah.
that
Man.
get forgotten about. But
Great.
I miss them. Yeah,
Yeah, that
we
was
were
my
we were very lucky to say the least. So,
Okay, I'm gonna say this. We are way long.
are we?
This has been
Eric's
such
been
a
staring
fucking
at
great
us going,
episode.
you guys, you
All
sure
right.
about that?
It's all good.
Eric, you got to have a joke for us.
I got
don't
a
you?
joke. I got a joke. All
right.
If I don't drop my stuff.
The,
here.
the pork twisky's getting to everybody.
Yeah,
I want another
we need
one. I'm
round
not gonna lie.
two. Yeah, that's one of those we need a picture of those babies.
Yeah.
That-
Yes.
The Twiskies got to be, yeah.
So,
All right.
so we have to. You don't have to, but I try to guess the punchline.
I won't be able to guess it because I'm not good at it, but
I'm
I have
horrible.
a dad joke.
Oh hell
well.
yeah!
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
You go though.
Okay. So I'll go and then
Yes.
you throw yours out. Mine's not PG this time.
Perfect.
So much, but
Great.
I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. Not
That's
sure what they were laced with, but I've been tripping all day.
Okay, that's fucking. I like that one.
That
Though.
was pretty good. All right.
Like, is he asking us a question?
I know. I was like, I felt like there was more,
Is like,
so I was waiting.
is that everything?
Yeah,
Some of them, it's just about the timing. The
Yes.
pause.
it is. It is. It's a skill and an art. Yeah.
All right, how about this one? What is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
You may think it's R, but 'tis the C.
Oh, he
So
fucking
far-
backhanded you.
So far, no one has ever gotten
I
that one.
fucking
Yeah.
love it that I walked right into that bad boy.
That was it. I
yeah,
think the
yeah.
joke I told the kid I talked about earlier, that was like,
Where the kid was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go tell my dad about you."
she didn't even guess it. Like, I go, what's a pirate's favorite letter? And she just goes, and I go, you may think it's R, but 'tis the C. What the
And she's like, "Hey, dumbass, I didn't understand the first part."
You're supposed
What's
to
a
help me out
pirate?
with
I'm
this.
so excited to say that to somebody now.
I am too.
And you have to be like, you may
Go
think
ahead.
it's R, but
Just-
'tis the C.
Yeah, edit that part
Yeah,
out.
take
'cause I
that
want to be
out.
able to. I want to be able to use it a little bit first. So, well, Mike, thank you for
Yeah,
being
thanks
on.
for having
This
me
is,
on.
I mean, we really appreciate it. It was a fucking blast. We were really looking forward to this one. All the stories and all that stuff. So
Props to you guys. There are not many living podcasts in the area, and you guys
Yeah.
are doing it. And I love listening.
So-
I listen every week. So
we appreciate it.
Love it. It's been so fun and just congratulations to you on all your success. Yeah, I mean, again,
You guys are crushing it.
I can date back to the time I'm like, who the fuck is this Schulte guy? That's cool. And you are that fucking cool that you're doing that well. And it's awesome. And just kicking it with you, it's just no brainer, man. So
Yeah.
congrats
Appreciate it,
on
man.
all your success.
I'll be there at
and,
the
like,
live
fucking
show
awesome.
whenever
Yeah.
it is, man.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Mike,
we
you
will get
guys,
that baby
you guys
going.
got an event coming up.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
September 6th, downtown Cedar Rapids, Blocktoberfest. It'll
Yes.
be our fourth year we've done it. It's incredible. Blocking off the streets, 3rd and 3rd, right by Cliffs. Live music, huge stage, big sound, big lights, fall vibes.
I was gonna say not humid as shit.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's a
Fucking
great
sounds
time.
yeah.
It's like $5-10 to walk in the gate,
Yep.
and then there's food and drink and stuff like that.
Yes, for
So
sure.
It's
It's a
a
great
good
time.
time. It's
we'll
a
be
very
there.
good
We'll
time.
be there for sure.
Yeah,
So yeah.
very good time. And we'll be at Fry Fest this
Oh, nice.
upcoming Friday, depending
Yeah.
on when this episode
nice.
comes out. the 29th of August down in Coralville for Fry Fest. So
Okay.
should be
Yeah.
fun time.
Nice.
Yeah, this will come out Wednesday. So
Well, then,
this will be
like
just in
this
time.
week, Wednesday, like
Yep.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
No.
2 days.
No,
Oh no, what?
you're off.
No, I'm not.
You're
That's
making false promises, buddy.
Or are we waiting a week?
We'll figure it out. We'll edit this.
It will be.
Listen to that,
Fry Fest.
Mike, not this
Whatever
Mike.
August 29th is to you, that's when it is.
That works too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Either
thank you,
you
brother.
saw it
Cheers, guys.
or you missed it. No. All right, buddy. Thanks, dude.
Cheers,
Appreciate
guys.
it. See ya.
Later.